Well, we could do that. In any case, it's already after 8. I guess this is a good time to get started since there are officially 4 of you. Hooray!
Hooray.
But what if one of us was all a figment of one of the other's imaginations all along, Izzy?
That
Did you ever ask that question?
Why did you spoil the plot for the session?
Well, that's the truth, guys. This entire game has just been Inception. You're actually all in my dreams.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, what if all reality is just in one person's head? And for example, Izzy is just perceiving and creating us.
Then
And
don't wake
so-
Azathoth up, please.
but when he goes to sleep, we just stop existing until he wakes again.
All right, I'm just gonna go with Izzy is now Azathoth, and this checks out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just don't wake Azathoth up then.
But we don't know, because every time he reawakens, he just recreates us all.
It's true. I do these things quite frequently.
Yeah, that sounds like
Ha! Doo-doo.
Ha! I do. Ha ha! Victory. All right, so now everybody follow me to the game time chat.
Boop.
Good job, Webby. Gold stars.
Hooray! Gold stars.
Webby got the gold star.
Damn it!
You two are so lazy. I will
I literally said to Dan, I say we wait here until he starts moving us.
I was just entertained.
I'm amused by your act of rebellion. That's going to cost you experience. All right.
I mean, I'm throwing all my experience into something silly anyway, so...
Another vote win for Coco, then.
Good. All right, so who remembers what happened last time?
The judge is biased.
The color got lost from everything.
We went into a mine. We got lucky with dodge rolls. Out of character, we figured out what Nox was doing. In character, we still don't really know what Nox is doing.
We did?
Actually, it was a talking point, I think, after the recording stopped or at the very end after you left, Wex. What Nox is doing a canon thing, that's all I'll tell you.
Also, I'm a time traveler.
Yep, Webby's a time traveler now. We're trying to convince her to save the past from a coup.
Sure you are, Webby.
And I'm a ghost. Or am I?
Also, I need a genetic testing lab.
Oh yeah, that is a thing you said you needed.
Yep. This is going to be the plot of this session, Izzy. Just warning you.
Alright, so you guys are still in Disney Town when last I checked. There are no Heartless here.
But there is a gummy mine where we can mine gum.
But we need Lux in order to do anything with it, and it would be unethical to steal the Lux from Mickey, Goofy, and Donald.
Which does seem like a weird thing for Muriella, of all people, to bring up.
No. It is Muriel saying it would be unethical for us to do this. She's not necessarily...
That's a thing that you can do?
Do this. It's like, yeah, for some reason, they actually emit a ton of Lux. It's very curious, and I really want to figure out how this is happening and if it can be reproduced. Because that would solve our Lux problems then and there.
Well, can we just create, a catcher that catches it as they emit it?
That's what I was trying to do, but pulling the Lux out of Goofy hurt him.
Well, I don't mean pull it out, just
Good.
like a solar panel that just kind of sits there and waits.
A what?
The concept is sound, as long as we can explain to Muriella what the hell a solar panel is.
Mark?
Like a plant that absorbs the sunlight.
Plants absorb sunlight? No, that doesn't make any sense.
I eat the nearest plant.
Coco gets it.
Plants absorb aether and earth and water. I suppose sunlight might be a form of aether.
Actually, they build most of their mass from carbon dioxide from the air. I don't know why I know that.
I've never actually seen anything that a plant live that isn't exposed to air, so that does check out.
Okay, so you guys have a couple of options now. You can either...
Wait. If plants absorb light, what happens if we channel a bunch of lux into a plant?
I mean, it'd probably burn it. That's what happens if plants sit in the sun for too long.
This calls for actually exposing a plant to a ton of lux.
How much lux are you putting into this experiment?
I don't have very much right now, but that's a solvable problem.
So, what you guys can do is you can putz around Disney Town, or you can go to another world. I am willing to give you guys a few days to do stuff. Be that if you want additional training days, or if you want to go on a lux hunt. You guys can just
We should go to Radiant Garden and figure out how lux works there.
I very much want to go on a lux hunt.
I both want to go on a lux hunt and want to go to Scotland to find Scrooge McDuck.
I wonder if Scotland is related to Manhattan. It might be.
No, Manhattan is across the pond, as they say.
They might be in the same region then, and I know how to get to Manhattan.
Pond is a slang term for the Atlantic Ocean.
One of those words triggers
Why would you call that a pond? They have no similar properties.
I don't know, it's an English thing.
English.
Oh, right, you're from a different world. I always forget that.
Are the humans what? Is that what humans speak? Is that English? It might have.
I mean, that's the language, but it's also the people that live in England?
Izzy, does England exist in my homeworld as far as I know?
Technically, no. Atlantica has Disney France, but not in the Kingdom Hearts games. So as far as you know, surface. What's surface in your world?
I think the things fall down from it.
You can assume you've never been.
No, it seems boring. It's full of humans.
Okay, so, Dr. Boy, if I can direct you to where Scotland should be, can you fly the ship there?
I mean, if you can give me coordinates, probably.
I can navigation land.
That's not going to help traversing the multiverse.
Well, it should be on this world.
Oh, in that case, sure. We can try it.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Missy's laughing at me.
As long as you guys give me sufficient lux after this turns out to be a wild goose chase, because
I have a plan. We need to find a place where Lux isn't people, though. Look, Muriela's looking at Coco just for confirmation that this is, in fact, the thing she should be saying.
And clearly we need to find a place with more Heartless. But first, Dr. Goodboy, will you please fly me to Scotland?
okay.
Alright, are you... Coco, Muriel, are you guys going on the ship with them, or are you just letting them do their thing?
I'm going on the ship, and Muriel is definitely checking in with Coco in regards to, no, stealing Lux from people is a bad idea. She's pretty sure it's a bad idea.
Yes, it is a. You get the feeling it is a bad idea.
Okay, so you guys pilot Dr. Boy's ship just for...
Am I your, like, moral touch compass now?
Yes.
You already were.
Everybody touches Coco in a good way, and just, like, tell us what to do next. Good touch.
Yeah, no, Coco is definitely the moral heart of this party.
Dr. Boy, make me a piloting check just for the lulz.
Okay.
This is not hard.
Crash.
But I'm never not going to make you...
Almost a crit.
Son of a bitch. You should have saved that for when there were Heartless around.
I'm aware.
Okay, so you guys get in your ship, which, if I recall correctly, was outside of town, by the docks near the river. You get into the ship, and you start flying. And again, you actually, electronic operations. Anybody?
Sure.
Oh, no.
Computer operation?
Or computer operations, that'll work too.
Pass by 3.
Pass by 0.
Okay, So, you both notice that your sensors are going, as you guys are ascending in the ship, a little screwy, like they're stable, and then you hit a certain altitude and they start acting a little jumpy. And then as you rise past that point, they restabilize again.
That was weird. Must be some kind of interference layer at a certain altitude.
It could be part of the defense matrix.
Defense matrix?
Yeah, that we came to this planet to set up.
Oh, right, those things.
Can I make a kind of roll to figure out what the interference might be caused by?
What would you be rolling for this? Because that's kind of what that roll was.
I don't know, like figuring out the source of it.
Okay, you can roll me either magic or technobabble. Anybody can make this roll, depending on what you...
I will gladly roll magic if someone explains what just happened.
The dials that tell us how high above the ground we are went screwy for a little bit.
Not those dials, actual, like, sensors picking up something in the atmosphere.
Oh.
So...
They're right, detect magic, detect all the things I can detect, pass by 2 on...
Trying to figure out what tech thing I would roll for this.
Yeah, the thing was, I think it would have been your operations, which was only a pass by 3.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, between Muriala sensing and your sensor readout for your pass by 3, Dr. Boy, you guys get the feeling that that Lux barrier that is currently surrounding the ship is at exactly that altitude, and then there is, like, it's a large spike because it's not there, then it's there, and then there's a little bit of fall off after that point until you guys get out into space.
Okay.
But, like, just as you pass by that initial spike is where that is. So... you guys know that you have about a solid, I'm going to say 50 yards from the ground level, or the highest point of ground, is where that barrier emits from. It's not like there's mountains or anything in this world.
Okay.
Speaking of this world, as you are flying around, you get a lovely view of the black and white Disney Village, which has got a bunch of cottages, a couple of fences, small homes, like nothing too fancy. It's very close to the wharfed area, where the river is. And many of the, think very like 20s cartoon style houses, like where the top is built wider than the bottom, just for that tapered animation kind of effect.
Yep.
And you almost get this feeling as you're flying overhead that the houses are kind of bouncing as though they are dancing.
I mean, that makes sense. You have an animated house.
Anyway, you pass by the village and you keep going a little ways. You follow the river up to the mine, and you guys already know where that is. Past the mine, there are a couple of pastures, and then beyond those pastures is the town, the village. This is not a large world by any stretch. You guys can do a loop in it in about 45 minutes.
Well, that's kind of weird.
No, this is pretty normal in regards to small worlds.
But that was definitely Donald Duck.
And could he be a fellow traveler of worlds?
Maybe.
And he picked up magic pretty quickly.
But it's weird. I've never heard anything about Donald using magic before. This clearly is going to require more investigation.
It will. Alright, so, with that, is there anything else you guys want to do on this world, or do you want to head off-world? You guys have literally the wheels to this one.
I feel like
we head off
to head off and then come back so Dr. Boy can get more gummy chips set pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, we should go collect Lux from somewhere.
Okay.
Sorry, be right back. I need some water.
I was saying, let's just go over to Radiant Garden.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. I'm not. I will ask you to make one piloting roll for this, just because.
Okay.
For fun.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, you're fine. So as you guys leave this planet, you're noticing there are no Heartless anywhere nearby it in space. It's not until you start getting into the atmosphere of Radiant Garden where you start noticing that there are a couple of flying Heartless sporadically, you know, flying around or in the trees or whatnot. But, you know, the ship Heartlesses that you saw earlier, nowhere in sight.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do on here, or is it just going to be a Lux collection?
I mean, I feel like we should definitely check in with the people who, like, see how the kingdom is going now. If we can find,
Princess, what's her name?
yeah.
Kala?
Oh.
Princess Kala.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, where are my tokens? There she is. I'll take these guys. Okay. So, you guys head over. You are you parking the ship in town, or are you parking it on the outskirts?
I mean, probably on the outskirts. I know we pretty much already know about the ship, but still.
Okay.
She knows about it, everyone else. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you guys also subpoenaed her. So, like, her...
She is very aware of what other worlds are.
Yeah. So, yeah,
How hard is it to use the hook?
how hard is it to use the hook?
Yeah, to transform.
Oh, to transform? Roll me 3d6. Yeah, you can transform.
I am the handsome lawyer again.
Still in the suit?
Yep.
Okay. You have... So, let's see. 1 satyr, 1 duck, 1 dog, and 1 handsome-looking lawyer walk into town. Everybody else, I'm just saying, is going to wait on the ship with C-3PO and R2-D2. Because that makes my life easy.
I mean, I gotta look good.
Yep. So town life is going by as per normal. A couple of the villagers will recognize you and wave at you, you know, and greet you. Because they know the story that you know, helped save their world. The princess was very clear about that. And the castle is wide opened. And some people are, you know, coming in and out through the front door. And Princess Kala is going to be in one of the grand audience chambers. The same one that you saw her father sitting on back before he died.
Your Majesty?
Yo,
Hello, my friends. How are your travels? It seems like it's been ages since we've seen each other.
I go forward and kiss her hand.
Uriel is rolling her eyes so hard.
Why, thank you, noble lawyer. What do I owe this pleasure?
Oh, we were just checking in to make sure everything's alright.
I mean, outside of a few Heartless showing up outside of town every couple of evenings, nothing out of the ordinary. The pressures of running a kingdom, though, can be quite difficult, especially with a vassal kingdom so far away.
Is that where the Duke is, or...?
Indeed. However, we keep open communications and try to meet at least once every full moon. To make sure all the people are taken care of as needed.
Hasn't it been like only a couple of weeks since we left?
Yes.
How fast does the moon rotate?
Let me rephrase that, Nick. It has been a couple of weeks from your point of view.
Fair enough.
Actually, I would argue it's been 10 days from your point of view. No, wait, more than that, because you guys did take a week in Daybreak Town. So yeah, it's been like 2 weeks from your point of view.
And rolling my knowledge worlds is time. Is different time in different worlds normally a thing past by 6?
From your travels, most worlds should be experiencing time at roughly the same rate, at the rate of 1 second per second. Any other kind of time dilation would be incredibly abnormal.
Yeah, we're always going to definitely be like, Kyle, how long do you think it's been since we've been here?
Oh, since you've been here? Since you helped save the world from the Horned King?
Yes.
Almost 2 years. Like
What?
I was shocked when I was invited to visit you all in your home world when I was asked all those questions by those people in the masks all those months ago.
There is so much wrong with that sentence.
No, there is so much that is very interesting about that sentence.
This means that there's even more time travel going on than I thought.
God damn it, Webby.
Yes.
Bark.
The resident scientist is very annoyed by the idea of time travel.
Muriel is very excited about the potential for her plans.
I'm sorry. Is there something wrong?
Phoenix Coco preens himself.
Not really. Just a very interesting difference between your world and everything else that we're used to. Pass by 7 on Fast Talk.
Yes, I understand. This is quite the glorious world. We've actually been building up our infrastructure of the castle. You should see the new steam tunnels we've built below ground.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, they're still in construction, but we have high hope. In fact, Duke Ickthorn was thinking of a way we could mine some of the crystal and possibly harness its energy in the outskirts, near the Darklands.
Well, I've been looking into things that are similar. Your crystal was interesting. It could potentially be a very good mana sword, but very impure.
Well, the refinement process will take us time to figure out, but I'm sure we'll get it sooner or later.
Yes. Now, there were a couple of things that I definitely wanted to look into that was related to that for where native energy flows come and go.
Oh. Well, by all means, we have an abundance of raw crystals. If you need any of it, help yourself.
Excellent.
I do feel that we still owe you a great debt after all you have done for us. Oh, also a couple of that reminds me. Have you been able to locate Taryn yet?
Not exactly, no. But we're still looking.
I suspect it will take us a great deal of time to locate him, given his propensity for wandering off an adventure and general difficulty finding him when he doesn't want to be found.
That is true. Though when I last spoke to him over a year ago, he did seem incredibly excited that you had returned. But now you're telling me that it wasn't you that had picked him up?
Looks at Dr. Boy. You're the one with the ship.
Sorry, what?
I'm pretty sure we haven't, but like, you're the one who would have come here if anyone had.
I have definitely not flown the ship anywhere near here, apart from Disney Village.
Well, that is concerning. I mean, don't get me wrong, Taryn is a pain in the ass. But he's out. Pain in the ass.
Mira is not going to disagree with that at all.
Is it bad that the absolute monarch is a much better person than almost any of us?
Not necessarily.
Monarchy makes sense. You put the best person in charge. I'm going to be writing this low TL penalty the entire game. It's great.
Enjoy, Dan.
Alright, anyways, could we go fight some of the Heartless and collect the Lux?
I have interest in collecting Lux, but there's other things I want to try.
That's alright, you want to give me your bangle and I'll try to fill it up?
I'm going to need a repository for Lux. I can't contain it within myself yet, but I have an idea.
Alright then, I'll just try to fill my own up.
Sounds good. Maybe take Mutes. He was using a lot of it.
Work! I hold up a bangle.
Alright, Coco. Let's ride!
I am still a
walk! Let's walk!
I walk happily.
Alright, so Coco and Webby, you guys are going to be going on bangle filling?
Yep,
I realize I'm really slow like this and transform back because it annoys me.
No, I'm going to just sort of lean down so Webby can get on your shoulders.
Piggyback ride!
Yes, no, that happens.
Woo!
Briefcase in the other hand.
Dr. Boy, are you going with them or are you doing something else?
Well, given that I cannot collect Lux with my normal weapons, I don't really...
Dr. Boy, I need you to transport me around this planet as I find out where large Lux stores are. I have an idea.
No, that I can do.
Okay. Other party members are effectively going to be doing their own thing. How many days do you guys want to spend this for? Because that will determine your Lux.
I want to know whether or not I can actually effectively gather it through the bullshit that I've been trying to figure out first.
Okay.
So, like, a day and then determine more later.
Okay. Nick, I need you to roll me your magic skill at -6 for this.
Okay.
Then we'll just spend the day trying to collect Lux.
Okay. And Webby, just make me a combat roll.
I passed by 4.
Coco, you two. Both of you make me just attack rolls.
Pass by 3.
Fail by 1.
Pass by 3, fail by 1. Okay. Okay. So, going out there, between the two of you, you guys get... I'm going to say 18 Lux for the day.
Alright. We'll split it up 9 and 9.
I mean, I'm fine if you want to fill it.
I've already got... I can only take 15 more in my bangle.
Alright, I have a small bangle, so I can take 9 and get 11.
Okay. And Nick, you passed by 4?
Yep.
Alright, so you are taking the 9 then?
No,
I'll take the 9.
I'm directly
Okay.
seeking out large sources of Lux and trying to channel it into the bangle.
Okay.
Nick, you also have access to my medium battery capacity.
Okay. How far into that tree are you, Nick?
I have the entire tree right now.
You do?
Yeah, I have the full Lux tree.
Okay. Okay, just from going for the entirety of the day, you managed to get... Yeah, you get 12 Lux. It is a slow, very tedious process.
Oh no, I'm imagining it's me sitting there for several hours at.
Oh no! This is you leave and you aren't coming back until end of the day kind of thing. Like, channeling mana a lot easier. Channeling Lux and trying to fill up a bangle this way incredibly slow.
Okay, so I'm spending a large portion of the day sitting there just feeding this thing and controlling the flow.
Okay. Dr. Boy, are you doing anything else while you are... Or are you just watching Muriala with this? Or are you going to take the ship elsewhere?
I mean, I'm going to stay with Muriala. If anything, I'll just continue working on hypothetical designs for the ship to speed up the actual creation process once we get there.
Actually, since you're going to be just doing that, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Fail.
Okay, never mind.
That's a crit fail.
Oh, that is actually a crit fail. Well.
Oh, no, that's not a crit fail. That's just a failure. It's not an 18.
I thought there was an expanded range if your skill level's below 14.
Oh, is that a thing?
I'm gonna double check. I know that they both expand. I thought it was 14 and 15 when they expand. Adobe, I don't want your stupid updates.
All right, so you got nothing. All right, end of the day, you guys get back together. Are you guys planning on doing this for another day, or is that...
17 is a crit fail if your skill is 15 or less.
Interesting.
Dr. Boy, you think you saw something sneaking onto your ship? And you are actually wandering around looking for it for most of the day.
Okay.
Use it as perception training time.
There are so many other things that could be doing. My boy.
As you run around the ship with, like a wrench in hand, you're trying to find the thing and you never find it. Whatever it is.
Gain 1 insanity.
Gain 1 insanity.
Lose 1 sanity, make a check.
But you do have a constant voice in your head. It's behind you.
Of course.
Alright, so what did we learn today?
Well, I learned that I can, in fact, just channel the natural lux that exists in a world into a bangle, but it is slow. How much did you two get?
We each got about 9 lux, I think.
I have another concept. Izzy.
Yes.
Can I try manipulating lux to see if I can form it into a physical shape? Pass by 1 on the check to do so.
I mean, you can try.
I'm trying.
I mean, you can... Oh, if you have that tree... Send me the tree list again.
Where's Discord?
In any case, everybody make me a perception check as night falls. Are you staying on the ship or are you making a campsite?
Ooh, camping!
Camping.
You people are crazy. I'm on the ship.
I perceived by 6.
Just pass.
Dr. Boy, there's something dark and mysterious on your ship. You don't want to be there all alone.
All right.
Well, what?
Sent you the thing, Izzy.
Aren't R2 and 3PO on the ship?
Yes, but they don't care. They just power down.
Fuckers.
Yes, Muriel, you can pull Lux into like your palm and try to shape it into stuff, but it doesn't actually have like a physical form. Something. It's not like you can grab onto it.
Okay, forming a sword out of Lux and using that to slay Heartless doesn't seem like it will work.
Just make a Rasengan.
A what?
Rasengan!
Naruto.
Get both of you like, what is this even?
Yeah, what is a Rasengan? That sounds really strange.
It's from Naruto.
From what?
From what?
From what?
I mean, mine was out of character.
Oh, okay.
Anytime I talk, it's out of character.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Mine was in character.
Did someone say... Who said that?
Obviously, it was Mocha.
Mocha! Mocha, where are you?
I'm right here.
Hey, I've missed you. Where were you? We didn't see you in not Twilight Town. Daybreak Town.
I was gonna ask you about that. You guys told me you'd meet me there. I went there. You never showed up.
Oh, right. Sorry, we kinda crashed our spaceship.
Now, why would you do something crazy like that?
I don't know. I think we just might be accident prone.
Accident. Yeah, clearly. A lot's happened. Did you know all the unions were getting up and, like, starting to go nuts because a bunch of worlds disappeared?
And we saw the aftermath of that.
Yeah, not good. A lot of them said you had something to do with it, too.
But we didn't. We even cleared our names in a court.
Oh, that's...
Trying to fix it.
Well, that's good. How exactly were you planning on fixing something like that?
I don't know. How do you fix if a world disappeared into darkness?
I
We were
mean...
attempting to stop it from disappearing into darkness. That was what I meant.
Can you undo it?
I mean, I don't know. I've never seen anything quite like that. But it's good to see you. You're all very interesting. You're the kind of people that, make things turn. You're movers and shakers. I like that about all of you. Wex, are you still a Chocobo, or did you turn into Phoenix Wright?
I mean, if we've been harvesting Lux, probably was choke.
Okay.
I just turned into Phoenix Wright to impress the princess.
Gotcha. Well, it's good to see the 9 of you again.
What?
The 9
Right.
hearts
The 9 hearts or whatever.
Question: Are we counting the? Are we counting?
Oh wait,
Orion
actually,
Heartless?
do R2D2 and C3PO have hearts?
She's counting the people on the ship that are presently not with you as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, golems don't have hearts. That makes sense.
Aww, I thought for sure they would.
Did she say there were 9 of us before?
She did.
We didn't have Terran with us at that point.
You did not.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask, Mocha. You keep saying 9. Can you point out where all of the hearts you keep referring to are?
I could, but I'm not.
Please.
You've got to figure that one out by yourself. If you can't figure something as simple as where the hearts are, you're not going to be ready to actually face the guy who's looking for the half of them. Oops.
There's a guy who's looking for half of the hearts?
You really don't want to get involved in this. In fact, I'd recommend that if you see this guy, you just want to steer clear of this. Like, you don't want to get into it.
This wouldn't
Can I
happen
get a
to be
picture?
that awfully intelligent and dangerous looking Heartless that we saw here last time, would it?
I don't think I'm dangerous.
Oh, no, not you. You said guy.
Which guy are you talking about? It was so long ago since you were here, I can barely remember.
Do you mean Magica?
Magica was definitely not a Heartless.
Also not a guy. Definitely a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
I am going to describe the Heartless that I saw when I tore open a portal to darkness to try and track down the cauldron.
Roll me intelligence.
Pass by 7.
I don't actually remember what image I showed you for that. It's one of two. I don't remember which one. Did I actually pull up an image on the screen for you?
You did. I don't remember what it was. Because I don't actually know Kingdom Hearts that well.
Alright, it's gonna be... Well, let me ask you, was it this one?
Zoom out.
Crap, where the hell is it? Where the hell is it?
You put it on the GM layer, I'm pretty sure.
I did not look... I'm looking for it. Give me a minute. Oh, come on, where did I put this sprite? Oh, was it this guy?
That looks about right, yeah.
Oh, you're gonna... Okay. Oh my gosh, you've seen him?
Yeah, he collected the Black Cauldron as soon after it finished, though. That seems... It might have gone to a different Heartless, actually.
What did you roll on your intelligence check?
Pass by 7.
Okay, very specifically, Nick, he was there when you opened up the portal. He did not have the Black Cauldron. When you tore
I didn't leave it open long enough to see who actually had the cauldron, to be fair.
Yeah, no.
The cauldron just went into another portal.
Yeah, the cauldron went into a portal. You opened up a portal to try to follow it, and that was there.
Yeah, I didn't exactly stick around very long.
Good plan, good plan. You don't really want to mess with him. Historically speaking, he's arguably one of the strongest people around.
Who is he?
He was one of the 5.
What?
The 5 what?
The leaders.
Of?
The unions.
Oh, now that's interesting.
She's just gonna kind of cock her head at you. Like, what do you mean that's interesting?
A union leader falling to darkness is... Well, it's something that they definitely wouldn't want to publicize. But
You do know all the union leaders were lost during the Keyblade War, don't you?
Yeah, I kind of assumed they died. Basically, everyone who I spoke to said they died, so...
Well, it probably would have been better if he had died.
Do you know which union he was the leader of?
He was considered to be the strongest of them.
Izzy, I'm rolling my knowledge skill.
Cool.
Izzy, did you see my message?
I did. Oh, wait, is it? Oh, I'm sorry, this is private.
Hey Mocha, do you think you could help me find somebody, since you're so good at using, like, portals to darkness and stuff?
Hold on a second. The answer is Wex, yes. Asterix.
I mean, I can live with that.
Okay.
I will work at her.
Alright, I'm just gonna retroactively say this.
Do we have any idea what this work means?
I mean, again, I'm okay if I know this. I don't have to communicate this well.
As I stated, do we have any idea what this work means, or is it just a work?
It is a word from earlier in the conversation, when you guys were still talking about hearts.
Don't worry about me. Just learning plot details. For I am the luckiest chocobo.
Fucking serendipity go a long way.
Yeah, I got that. That makes sense. That part I already knew.
You catch those. You don't catch the third.
But like, well, okay. I forgot about that one. I knew the one. I mean, is there a third one? Can I perception it?
You used an ability. That's as good as you're getting for now.
Oh man.
So close. The drama.
Hold on, I'm just waiting for something.
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah, one last question about this to you.
Interpret that as you will. Alright, what was I saying, guys? I apologize.
Izzy, pass by 4 on identifying which union she's talking about.
Pass by 4? The union that supposedly she's probably referring to the union that literally idolized strength and wanted to be stronger. And in recent years, most of their members have kind of just become street thugs.
Could you give me the name of that again so I could write it down? Because I, the player, do not remember what.
Bears. I think it's Ursus or something, right?
That is correct.
That is frustrating though, because I probably could have figured those two out. I knew one of them. Should have known the other. And the third one elite. The third one is the one I want to know the most. And you know it. And you know it.
I know it. Yes.
Is there any chance you could help me find somebody?
Who are you looking for?
My friend Wilbur. I think he might have gotten captured aboard some kind of potato chip-shaped spaceship.
Potato chip? What's a potato chip?
It's like a big triangle.
That's not even what potato chips are shaped like.
I can't say I've ever seen anything quite like that. I normally don't go up there. I normally just travel between worlds to get to where I need to go.
Oh, okay.
And since I'm like this now, I don't have to worry about traveling between.
What do you mean like this?
Very convenient.
I didn't always look like this.
Can you change shape? Like Maui and Coco?
That is clearly what this is.
I probably could if I really tried. But no, after the Keyblade War, a lot of people ended up like this. Most of them who had weaker hearts decided to fall in line with him.
Mocha, did you used to be a Keyblade wielder?
Yes.
So you can use a Keyblade too, then? And Webby summons hers.
She's just going to kind of take 2 fingers, kind of trace the blade up to the key end of it, and then just kind of like, not anymore, and just kind of push it away.
So wait, if a person becomes a heartless, they can't wield the Keyblade anymore.
Makes sense. The Keyblade seems to be coming from the power of light.
Well, the Keyblade comes from the power of your heart.
I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom.
And I'm like this now. Doesn't necessarily mean the heart I have inside me was always my own. It's damaged now.
What do you mean the heart inside you wasn't your own?
When you become a heartless, things change. Though I'm not sure if I'm a full heartless or not. It's very strange. Like, honestly, I shouldn't have been anywhere where I was out of position. I kind of did this to myself. But I'll take what I can get, I guess. I mean, at least now, I, don't have to go where I'm told. I can pretty much go wherever I want.
Well, do you want to come with us? We're trying to figure a bunch of this stuff out. Maybe we can help you, too.
That's very sweet of you. I wouldn't mind going up elsewhere, but I don't really want to go out there. There's nothing up there. She's just saying, pointing up into space.
Are you kidding? Space is full of stars and planets and spaceships and all kinds of cool stuff.
I can get where I need to go right where I am. If you want to meet me somewhere, you're more than welcome to just tell me, and I'll meet you there.
How can we hail you?
Do you have a cell phone number?
What's a cell phone?
Is it similar to Edgar going
guess
to
not.
explain an arcane principle behind one of her spells?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Gizmos. I give her a cell phone.
Mocha is given a cell phone. I did not think I would ever have to type that into my notes.
I shared my number with Mocha.
Oh,
get hers.
frying boxes. Okay, that makes sense.
I also give Mocha a tutorial on what the fuck a cell phone is.
What's that?
This frying box.
So a cell phone is just a telegraph with buttons. Got it. Her tech level is not that far behind your guys'.
Well, that helps.
But yeah, you need to be careful. If he's looking for the pieces.
The pieces of...
The heart.
Pieces of the heart. Which heart is the heart?
The heart. The heart that encompasses all other hearts. Kingdom
There's a
Hearts.
heart that does that?
Kingdom Hearts.
So Kingdom Hearts is the heart of the multiverse, essentially?
Effectively, I guess. And any hearts that ultimately fall to darkness end up taking refuge in there. That way they can be reborn once again when light and darkness clash.
Wait, so hearts that are lost in darkness end up in Kingdom Hearts?
Yes, hearts that fall to darkness, if they are not trapped within a heartless, will ultimately end up in Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, what does fall to darkness mean in this case?
Fall to darkness.
Do you think Lena could be there?
I mean, did she lose her heart? Was she consumed by darkness? I'm
not sure exactly.
I'll just answer that one for you. She's going to say, putting her hand on your shoulder, probably not.
So wait, you're saying she didn't fall to darkness? Or that she's probably not in Kingdom Hearts?
One of those, definitely. The other one, not sure, but maybe.
I get the feeling there's something you're not telling me.
Back.
Do you have any form of detect lies or anything like that, Will?
No.
Didn't think so.
I'm all
I do. I'm gonna make the roll.
You totally make the roll. I do not know if that passes. That is a high number, though.
I gotta double check actually.
Izzy, can I roll psychology or fast talk to recognize this?
Sure, you may totally roll psychology or fast talk.
Pass by 2.
Okay, whatever Mocha is saying, it's probably true, but doesn't make a lot of sense to you.
Okay, so Mocha, you seem to know a lot about how hearts work from what you've said.
I mean, that's the union I was a part of. I already told you that like years ago, I thought.
Which union were you a part of?
Isn't it obvious? She points at the mask that's on her head, that's cracked.
I passed to say which one it is. I, the player, do not know which one it is, but I passed my skill check to know.
Anguis, the one that you guys were on trial for. Did everybody hear me say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I have some theories. Can we, I don't know, discuss for a little while if you have the time?
Sure, feel free. I got nothing else to do. Just got all of eternity to be like this for now.
Okay.
Just waiting for Kingdom Hearts to, you know, be reformed and come into fruition. Or, you know, that's what the stories say.
Izzy, I'm sending you PMs because, in all honesty, Muriel is Magi battling so hard right now that Mocha's probably the only one who can understand her.
I mean, you can say these out loud if you want. Just unless you want these to be private.
No, it's... She's asking a lot of questions about the nature of darkness, light, hearts, lux, and all things surrounding that are way off in esoteric theory territory.
Esoteric theory is not her specialty. She'll be able to, you know, confirm like half of what you know, the other half she will not know.
The question is, does she know anyone who does, who might be able to be reached?
I mean, I would normally point you at a couple of the union leaders, but most of them are in no condition to see anybody. I mean, after all, of the 5 of them, well, you've got the one you need to watch out for. You've got the one who never showed up to the fight. You've got the one who vanished, which is what made everything else go to shit. And then you've got the other 2.
And at this point, they're all heartless?
Oh, no. No. Nope. Just the one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Then, can you tell us what a nobody is?
What's a nobody?
It's what Orion is.
It is the remnant of a body that becomes a heartless, from what I understand of the theory that we were told, which isn't actually all that much.
Scratch his head. I was wondering why there was one of you that didn't have a heart.
Oh. So it's true that Orion doesn't actually have a heart then?
I mean, maybe she does, just isn't in her body.
I mean, to be fair, we've met.
Things Mocha doesn't know.
Well, I'm saying that out loud.
Yeah. Oh, that's strange. I'll keep my eyes peeled for her then, too.
I have my suspicions that she might be in league with the person who Mocha was telling us that we should be careful about.
I mean, it's possible, but he's kind of... He likes to strong-arm his way through stuff. I didn't really see him cooperating with others unless they're taking direct orders from him.
And I don't know how she's different from Orion. That's possible. It could be what's happening.
Mocha's gonna shrug. But yeah, you really need to be wary of his weapon, though.
You broke up halfway through that, Izzy.
You really need to be wary of his weapon.
What does his weapon do?
Well, he has a keyblade, or he had a keyblade, like all of the wielders did. But during the battle, he did something that I've never seen before. Actually, I think all the leaders did it to some degree.
What's this?
Well, they had these... I don't even know how to describe it, really. All I remember was, after the fifth one disappeared... I mean, she was often considered the weakest among them, but they all liked her, even though they were technically at war with her. Like, no one had anything bad to say about her. After she was trying to get everybody to stop fighting and just make peace. And then that idiot decided to, pull out what I guess was his secret weapon. And he was charging an attack. It was like a beam of energy. And as he launched it, the other two Union members did the exact same thing. And that's when she jumped in the way. And then she vanished. It was a blinding light.
From his keyblade.
No, it was not his keyblade. That's why I'm really confused, because normally Keyblade wielders specialize in using their Keyblades, but all of them, they had something else that they were using.
Oh, is it like when my Keyblade transforms?
Well, no, it was in their offhand. I remember that much. And that's when it happened, after she disappeared. Actually... Hold on a second. I need to actually look up the public documents. What information did I give you guys?
Some.
Limited.
Yeah, very limited information about this.
Do you guys know the Union leaders' names as the actual big one?
No.
We know them technically. I don't think the players, remember them.
I don't know that we were ever given their names.
Where the hell did I leave the player information? Player characters. Information. Oh, you guys got the world history sheet I sent you, didn't you?
That is the thing that did indeed happen.
Oh, okay. Then she's just going to be using names then. Because you guys all should at least know these names.
I have the knowledge skills to know this in character. I, out of character, do not remember.
Okay. So whenever she was referring to the big guy who fell to darkness, that is Ased.
And is it known that he fell to darkness, or did it, what does the world sheet say?
No. I will resend you guys the world sheet, but no. The world sheet just says who was leading what union and what the, fundamentals of their union were and what they did.
Ah.
And, they were kind of the pinnacle, if you think of a union, for example, you guys know that Nox is from the Leopardus Union. He has mentioned that. You probably have forgotten it. But that was the union that liked to, investigate things and tinker around with stuff. The Anguius Union is all the people you've met in masks. They are the Watchers. So the leaders of each of these unions, the foretellers, really personified what their union did. In this case, the union that, sought to, make themselves make themselves strong and always show their strength and do whatever needs to be done. The person who led that was arguably the strongest person with an unwavering spirit. In any case, back to Mocha.
Seems like it wavered.
Actually, here, I will just resend this to you guys now. World building. I think everybody got this. There you go, guys. Enjoy.
Okay.
So, yeah, I said, so after Ava jumped into it and she intercepted the blast so they wouldn't hurt each other, she vanished. And while all of the foretellers had their differences, you could tell that each of them were shocked, disturbed, and utterly enraged by the fact that she did that. And that's when the war turned bad. And the last thing I remember seeing was Ased was using the weapon he had, and it was surrounding him in a blackish purple energy. And he was giving into the power of darkness before launching a full assault that was literally knocking away legions of troops.
Mocha, where was this war fought?
Well, it used to have a name, but I think everybody just refers to it now as the Keyblade Graveyard.
Do you know where that still is?
It's not far from Daybreak Town.
Yes, but in what direction?
If you fly off-world, just follow the eerie sense of unrest.
Is it a path of particular darkness in that case, or...?
Oh, it's just a world that's nearby. But much like the Keyblades that are there, it's lost and forgotten. And no one wants to go there anymore. In any case, be wary of Ased. I think he's looking for his weapon again. I don't know where he got it. None of the foretellers had those kinds of weapons before the war. And yet each of them brought something that no one had ever seen to the battle. Some say it turned the tides, and that's why Unicornius is now on top.
Why what? You broke up, Izzy.
Why Unicornius is now on top.
Ah, okay, guild name.
Yes. Anyway, I think that's enough of a bedtime story for one night. You all must be exhausted. Look at this one. She's already lying down.
Is this Orion who is presumably asleep?
Pointing at Webby, actually, because she's tilted.
Ah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was just copying you.
Well, probably best that you get some shut-eye.
I mean, I have many more questions about the nature of things for you, but I guess I should probably find someone else to discuss Heart's Light and Darkness with.
That's probably a good plan.
So, real quick, pausing. Izzy, I do want to keep playing, but I think I realistically need to lie in bed. If I need rolls, will you do them for me?
Easily, yes.
Okay, now I'm going to relocate myself. Give me a few minutes.
Not a problem.
Bum, 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 bum.
But the only thing well, if you're all going to be sleeping and continuing your things, I just be warned of the foretellers and of their legacies. Ased cannot get his hands on those weapons that they all wielded.
Okay.
I have no idea where they might be. I assume you also don't, or you would have gotten rid of them by now.
You can't get rid of them.
Hidden them further away, then.
They're far too powerful. They'll always attract attention. Fortunately, I'm confident that they will stay safe in your hands.
Looks meaningfully at Mute's book. Is this one of the things? I'm not saying that out loud, but...
Say that. Are you saying that out loud or not?
No, but Muriel's looking at Mute's book, obviously.
Okay, here.
Actually, all this talk about weird magic and stuff reminds me of something. I drew this. I copied it down a long time ago before I knew that we actually had people who knew a lot about magic. But Muriella, could you take a look at this?
Sure. What is it?
It is my copy of the circle that Magica drew in the Black Castle place.
What do you want to know?
Like, what does it do? I think it's... Is it some kind of portal spell thing?
I suppose you already know basically everything, so there's no point in not hiding that any longer. Yes, more or less. It sent her back to where I came from.
It sent her back to where you came from?
Yes, she's obviously working with my former mistress.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mention it back then because, in all honesty, I wanted nothing to do with going back there, and I'm fairly certain everyone would have wanted to do it.
Oh. Well, because I'm... I need to find more leads about Lena. Or now about Wilbur, also.
You keep losing your friends, don't you?
I give a little like walk of just like impatience. Walk over to Weppy and just like kind of point at her arm and her shadow with my beak.
What is it, Coco?
Once again, point at her arm and her shadow.
My arm and my shadow?
Saying to shoot her shadow with the Keyblade and unlock Lena from it?
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah, no, that's what Muriel's trying to puzzle out from what Coco's trying to do.
Lena did appear in my shadow inside the book, but...
Do you have the... Okay, because I know this. Do you wear the friendship bracelet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I point at that, and then your shadow, and then back to the friendship bracelet, and then give, like, a fluff of annoyance.
Gesture, Wex. Oh, I will roll that for you.
You gotta roll it.
12. I believe that passes.
I do believe that passes, yes.
Are you saying that Lena's in my shadow?
Wark!
Like, that's where she was in the book, but she's... I thought that just meant she was stuck in the book.
Roll me a perception check, Will. Or actually, anybody can make me a perception check who is not Coco.
Pass by 2?
Is it strictly perception or do other skills also?
It is strictly perception. If you have some kind of night vision, this helps.
I have night vision goggles.
Are you wearing them as you made the check?
No.
Then...
I passed by 3, I do not have night vision.
Okay. Dr. Boy?
Passed by 0, no night vision.
Muriala, all you get is that Webby's shadow looks a little bit darker than everybody else's.
I kind of,
Webby, your shadow's a bit darker than everybody else's.
Mocha's visible, right?
Oh yeah, Mocha's right there.
Yeah, I just look at Mocha with, like, an exasperated look on my face.
Yeah, Mocha's just gonna kind of silently laugh in your direction. Like, cover her mouth and giggle.
She knows.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm gonna type you something.
Please do.
Webby is gonna take the Keyblade and point it at the shadow.
Okay.
And try to do the thing she did when she unlocked the book.
Izzy, I sent you a thing.
Yeah, hold on.
It's a question of what is the answer for that, because Muriel will absolutely interrupt this if she thinks it's a bad idea. No, that's not what I was looking for.
What are you looking for? What is the question?
Those are the two questions.
Okay. Actually, I have an idea. Do I need to wait a sec?
Yeah, hold on.
Alright.
Um. That is what you get from those, Nick. Tailored for your backstory.
Lockpicking while loading?
Webby's blue screen.
I'm not certain that's a good idea. I also don't think it's a bad idea, so it'll be interesting to
Too
see.
late, laser beams!
Yeah. Definitely not a super good idea, but like, I don't know.
Okay, so Webby.
Pass lockpicking by 5, if that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
You passed lock picking by 5 when you pointed your keyblade at your shadow, eh?
Yep, and I tried to open it like I opened Mute's book that 2 times.
Okay.
Is this how you were expecting your game to go, Izzy?
I'm actually looking for the icon I have for this. I don't have the icon I want for this, damn. Hold on. Hold on. Do I have a... Okay. So, actually, I love this image. I'm saving this image. Hold on a second. Give me 2 minutes. So, Webby, your shadow stares back at you for... your shadow looks normally at you, and then suddenly you notice that, like, it, like, grows a pair of, like, light-colored eyes where, like, in its head, and it kind of blinks at you.
Lena?
It just blinks again.
I kind of reach out with a hand and try to touch it.
The shadow moves, mimicking your movement.
That's what shadows do.
That is what shadows do. But yeah, the only thing you're noticing is, like, it is when its eyes are blinking, you are not blinking. Because obviously you can see it doing it.
Izzy.
Lena, blink once if it's you.
Blinks once.
Izzy,
I blink your left eye and then your right eye to indicate that you can hear me.
Wex, what are you saying?
on a whim, I'd like to place my head against the bracelet. If Webby lets me.
I'm not going to stop you.
Okay. So, what you get from that... Sorry, hold on. Okay, so you get a similar-ish... I'm going to roll you 3d6, Wex.
Okay. If it is not in my favor, I will use luck on this.
It is a 16.
I will use luck on this.
Alright, if you really Lena, blink Morse code the name of the first movie we saw together.
Eyes are just going to narrow and look deadpan back at you.
Yeah, that seems like the right answer.
Wex, your luck re-rolled you into a 7.
That's good.
You get a very similar feeling to when you first touched the heart of Tafiti.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I kind of work with excitement, go over to Muriella, grab Muriella's sleeve, and drag it over to the bracelet.
Okay. Yeah, Muriel, with that, Muriel is absolutely going to try analyzing the bracelet.
Hmm?
There's something interesting about your bracelet. There's a rolling all the detection things. Pass by 8.
There's definitely a source of light coming from the bracelet. This is not dissimilar from when you were analyzing the heart of the world.
From analyzing the heart?
Yes.
Yeah, so to make the point clear, especially to Webby, I make sure Webby's attention is turned towards me. I temporarily spit up the heart of Tafiti, pointed it with my beak, pointed at the bracelet, pointed the bracelet, pointed the shadow, pointed the bracelet, stare at her.
Yeah, Webby, go figure this out. Your bracelet feels a lot like the heart of Tafiti.
You think Lena's heart is in the bracelet?
Bark!
No. Webby, where did you get this bracelet?
Lena and I made them together.
I re-eat the heart of Tafiti.
Okay. Lena and you made them together. It has the same sort of energy as the heart of Tafiti. And remember the thing that Mute said his book might be able to do.
Okay, so I put my head on you, Webby. You feel a sense of curiosity about Lena.
You want to know about Lena?
Nod head.
Mm-hmm. This seems important.
Okay. Well, she's basically my best friend in the whole world.
Nod.
Mm-hmm.
And she... Like, I met her on a beach, and she had an amulet, and we ran away from the Beagle Boys together.
I'd give Muriella a look like, what?
Okay, you met her on a beach. Why was she there? What were
Nick, Nick, can I just...
Oh, she was throwing fake messages in bottles into the ocean as a prank.
Nick, can you just keep your hand on me so I can convey things to you?
Sure, I will do that thing.
Immense confusion about Beagle Boys.
Oh, they're just a gang of thugs that live in Duckburg.
You don't know that I said that.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, okay, so the Beagle Boys?
Webby, you have a new icon if you want.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
If you want.
I can't see it. What is it? I'm not... Because I'm on the phone.
It's Webby with a Lena shadow behind her.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
If you want it, Will. You should be.
I'll stick with my current one for now.
Okay. Also, just make sure you can manipulate this thing.
Yes, I can.
I don't want to disturb him. He seems comfortable.
Okay. I'm just going to
But
cut.
I don't want to keep him here.
Alrighty.
So, given everything, we may need to go back into the book and try doing the thing that Mute said he could do with it to get Lena out, and that might also help other aspects of your world.
What did Mute say he could do with the book? That you're talking about?
Izzy, roll me a gesture.
You pass by lots.
Okay, gesture. Want to hear the rest of the story.
We can explain this after you finish the story. Coco wants to hear the rest of this.
Oh,
So,
well.
Lena,
So basically, we hung out a lot, and she came over to sleep over in McDuck Manor a bunch. And it kind of turned out that she was actually spying for Magica on us to try to steal Scrooge's #1 dime, but she turned her back on Magica and changed sides again and helped us defeat her in the end. And she's still my best friend, and I'm still trying to rescue her, except that in the end it turned out that I guess she was some kind of shadow creation person that Magica made when Scrooge originally locked Magica's inside of his #1 dime. And so when Magica got out, she kind of took Lena's body back, and so I thought Lena was dead, but then she popped out of the friendship bracelet and saved me from Magica's attack. And then the night that I had the dream about the Keyblade, Lena was in the dream, and she pulled me out of a bunch of those weird little shadow heartless things.
that's a lot.
Yeah, so that's why I really need to find her, and if she's in this bracelet somehow, I mean, that would make sense. It's how she appeared before.
Things pop out of objects all the time.
Hello, Mute.
As Mute pops out of the ship.
You are here! We need to use your book to somehow save Lena!
Okay. How?
The Webby's bracelet has the same sort of magical aura and properties as the Heart of Defeaty did.
Oh boy, did you show up at an interesting time.
Apparently.
Happy birthday to your sister, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told her you said that.
It's also Nick's birthday, so...
Alright, I forgot that almost every one of my siblings' birthdays also match up to one of my friends' birthdays. Happy birthday, Nick.
Thank you.
You also missed the tale of the Keyblade War.
That doesn't sound like it's relevant to the story. So, you're saying that the bracelet matches, like, being the heart of a world?
That's what that is one of my current suspicions.
A very low-powered an extremely low-powered.
Yeah,
like
much
you don't get like when you scan for Lux, you don't even get a blip from this thing. But if you're actually analyzing it specifically, it has similar-ish properties.
It has the same properties, but is much weaker, which could be
so do we want
of where the original strength was. It could be an inhabitants.
I'm going to flip through until I find the picture of the Shadow Duck, which I assume is Lena, and I believe has gotten confirmed to be a picture of Lena at this point.
That is confirmed, though the thing is, Webby's shadow now has eyes and is blinking. Independently of Webby.
Where did that go?
Well, so the way that the things with the book work is theoretically, if we return the heart to the thing in the thing in the book can leave the book.
So, if Lena's heart is the friendship bracelet, then if we put the friendship bracelet back into Shadow Lena in the book, then she'll be saved?
Maybe.
Maybe,
Choco
yeah.
shot.
We haven't really tried this that often.
Seems like the safest way to try it to me. Like, we're going to have to try doing this at some point anyway. And this seems to me like a reasonable way to handle it.
Lena, blink once if you think this is a good idea, and blink twice if you think it's a bad idea.
She's not going to blink.
The better question is, do you want us to try it and see if it works? Because none of us are sure whether or not this will succeed the way we want it to.
She'll blink once.
You're gonna just looks at
All right.
Coco.
Don't worry, Lena. We're gonna figure this out and get you out of there.
Man, serendipity is just the best skill in the game.
Can we where are we currently, by the way?
You're in Radiant Garden.
Can we go into the ship before we all jump into the book again? Because I'm kind of worried at some point when we jump into the book, someone will then walk off with it, and then it will get really awkward when we jump out.
There's the people who are not who are physically present but not in game who could presumably guard us.
Yeah. Orion and Basil and R2 and C3PO.
Between Orion and Basil, they should be able to deal with most threats that come in.
Sorry.
Let's take Orion with us so that just Basil has to get the book.
Shit, it's a normal thief who shows up.
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
I guess we're jumping into the book again.
Yep.
Also, is Mocha here with us?
Mocha is here with you.
She's just listening in and not saying anything at this point.
I mean,
No,
she told you the tale of the thing, mentioned you guys still had 9 hearts among you, and this all happened, and she's not leaving because it's interesting.
So if we jump in the book, is she going to end up coming with?
Probably not.
Okay, I'm slightly concerned about the Heartless ending up in the book, considering how it works as a kind of, hey, let's hide the thing, it put the things that the Heartless basically took away in the book.
Wait, are you uncomfortable with me being around your book?
I don't think, based off the explanation of the way the book was explained to me by the guy who covered his face, that it would be great.
Now I'm curious as to exactly what you think this thing is.
I really have no idea.
You should have been here half an hour ago.
Apparently.
Dan, you've been awful quiet for this.
I just don't have that much to contribute for this.
Fair enough.
This is so far outside of my realm of expertise.
Alright, so who's going into the book? Show of Warks.
I attempt to open the book.
Unlock. Lock picking.
You know I'm just gonna spam this until it works, right?
I'm aware, but I'm hoping you get it on the first try.
Crushed it with a pass by 8.
Who are you bringing with you, Webby?
Coco, Muriela, and Mute, and Dr. Goodboy. They're the ones who are here.
Mocha's also there.
Oh, shit.
Dr. Goodboy's been kind of quiet.
Mute did just say he was concerned about Mocha coming into the book, so...
Well, just because the thing of the book is supposed to grabs the things left over from the Heartless.
Again, she's not technically a full-fledged Heartless. She's somewhere in between. That was explained to you guys, and she kind of thinks that, but she doesn't really have a classification.
I have no idea how this works.
It's up to you guys. Or rather, it's up to Webby.
Yeah, Webby gets to
I
make
don't
the
know.
call here.
It sounds like an interesting thing to test.
Damn it. Yeah, Webby brings Mocha.
Oh dear. Okay.
If you leave the decision up to the people who have the curious disadvantage.
Technically, I have the curious.
It's not even that. It's just that Webby thinks of Mocha as a friend. Why wouldn't she bring her?
Oh, I did not expect this, but okay.
Oh God! I just destroyed the universe, didn't I?
We'll go. Okay, first questions first. Mute. This is important. What page were you on?
The one with Lena.
Is that the same page that had Steve on it?
Oh God! Oh
I
no!
can't
Is that
remember.
who Steve really is?
I just destroyed the universe.
I think that was.
No, solved the mystery of Steve.
No, that is the same page that had Steve and Anthony on it. So congratulations, you guys are ending up in Monopolis.
It's the same page as who and who?
Anthony and Steve.
Okay.
They're definitely on the same page.
I want Steve to be one of the people from the backstory now. I really want him to be that.
I still have no idea who this character is.
Steve?
Yeah.
I don't either,
when
than...
When you guys figure out who Steve is, you're gonna smack yourselves.
Can you describe his appearance?
I've described it numerous times.
I'm just waiting for Steve to be Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Like Zoinks, man, this isn't even my final form.
Alright, so you guys end up in Monopolis. Dr. GD boy, you're here. Mo, you know exactly where you are. And just for simplicity's sake, you guys are standing in front of the Monopolis headquarters. Mocha looks around.
So badly.
Mocha looks around. Oh, this place looks familiar.
You've been here before?
Wow.
I used to watch this world before before the Keyblade War happened. Before I became this.
Oh, that makes sense.
How? Why?
Isn't your world reasonably old, Dr. Boy?
I have no way of...
Wait, are some worlds older than others?
I mean, some worlds definitely claim to have a longer history than others.
That is accurate.
Why would you watch be watching my world before the war?
Actually, Izzy, hidden lore.
Because that was my union's job. We watched things.
So you watched my company build the gummy ship?
Wait, so is she the same type of union as the people with the animal masks?
Yeah.
Yep, she's aqueous or whatever.
Anguious. I mean, you'll notice the image I picked of oh god, Midna. Midna does wear a mask. It's just cracked.
Yep.
Well, it's also a helmet.
I'm going to assume she's not Midna, since that is not a Final Fantasy or Disney property.
She is not Midna. She is Mocha. I have stated
Izzy just misspoke there.
No, I'm saying the Midna image I'm using.
Okay.
Even though Midna is a Disney or Disney quality, that is the image that this is what Mocha looks like.
Okay, fair enough.
But it's not actually Midna because Midna is not a Disney property.
Yes, it is not actually Midna. It is a heartless-ish imp thing, but it looks like that.
Cloud is in Smash, and so is Link.
Moving on.
Connection is there.
That does not make Smash it's something that Kingdom Hearts can use, though.
That means we'll get Banjo-Kazooie's world at some point.
Okay, guys, I'm going to let you talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I need to use the bathroom, and I just realized I need to turn over my laundry. So,
oh boy.
Be right back.
I mean, by that associative property, any video game character can appear here.
Okay, so the world hasn't exploded upon Mocha's contact with the inside of the book, but...
We didn't self-destruct. So I'm wondering if, the fact, how I lost admin access to the book, whether or not you will lose admin access to the book, or Keyblade access to the book.
So, out of character, just because I don't fucking know, who is Steve? Who do we think he is?
I have not a clue.
Steve's the guy in the cloak, right?
Steve's the one who meditates.
Yeah, the guy
probably
supposed to be a doctor at some point, like
A doctor at some point.
I mean,
is there like a Final Fantasy Squaresoft reference I'm missing?
I'm still saying, I'm just betting he's Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Lol.
I stand by my ridiculous statement no matter what.
I don't know. It could be the Master of Masters or something.
No, that's my master.
We know who the Master of Masters is.
Right.
We know who the Master of Masters is.
Okay.
But time travel.
All right, so here's the question. What do we actually know about Steve?
He is or will be a doctor at some point.
He hangs out in the shattered remnants of my world for some reason.
He meditates a lot to find focus. He and Anthony, I think, are from the same world. Fuck, what were the questions I asked last time? They didn't seem that relevant other than how are you doing, basically, was it?
Do they seem like they're Disney or Final Fantasy?
See, that's the thing, if I can't tell. Like, I've mostly got him from Steve on, like, how he has trouble remembering, is trying to balance himself and find his center and figure out who from that. Like...
Okay, clearly Steve is Cloud.
I don't think, because Cloud's not a doctor in any way.
Cloud's a doctor.
Doctor of Swords.
I was going to say Doctor of Edge, but that works too.
I think that's more... Well, yeah, Cloud sort of is Doctor of Edge.
Steve Rogers is not a doctor, so
Sid is a final... I think Sid is actually a doctor in a lot of games.
Wait.
Sid is a doctor
Stephen
in game.
Strange?
Oh, fuck.
Fuck,
Yeah,
could he be?
Shit, it might be Doctor Strange.
Oh, god damn it. He understood magical stone. No, he understood magical stones, and like with the glowing stone we brought him, he's like, I think I had a stone like that, and so that would be then. Oh, god damn it!
Yeah, that
too
much sense.
See, I was just saying, Steve Rogers came to mind first.
Stark.
How did we not make that connection?
And that makes Anthony Tony Stark.
Yeah, it does. God damn it!
What?
There we go. And yeah,
so both of them didn't get taken out by the staff. So why are both
an Iron Man suit?
Although I figured this out while Izzy's away from the
And
mic.
in all honesty, Anthony Stark makes perfect sense based on how he's acted. God damn it!
This is amazing.
Okay, so here's the deal: we cannot tell Izzy we figured this out.
No, absolutely.
He's going to re-listen to the recording.
We don't tell him during a session.
Agreed.
We don't tell him during session.
And secretly, Sean, you need to work towards unlocking these characters now.
Yeah.
I've been trying, okay? I've been trying.
You have a new mission.
I would like Steve first, please.
Yeah, Steve seems cool.
I feel like Dan wants Anthony first.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
Oh fuck, we could actually fix R2 that way.
Yes.
Oh my god, R2 would be fixed at all.
I need to get these two, and I've been trying so hard, and it's not going anywhere.
Oh my god, if I unlock Anthony, I can probably justify buying up my tech.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see which one comes first, and then can talk to.
I can't believe it took us that long to figure this out.
God fucking damn it.
We also haven't been in the book that much since the first time.
Yeah.
I've talked to him twice, and both of the times are just like, let me meditate and steady myself, and it's just like, there's no real information. It's just like, give me something.
But
no, now that as soon as we went Marvel, it's just like, oh, god damn it, this makes perfect sense.
Yeah. We're good at this, guys.
I'm laughing really hard.
Oh god
Okay, when did you get back here?
Oh, I got back as soon as I heard Tony Stark, and I'm like, okay, they finally figured it out.
God damn it.
That said, go back and listen to the recordings. Every time you talk to Steve, he was talking about mysticism, how he controlled a powerful relic, and how time would be on your side.
Yeah,
I missed the.
Any
So
reason why someone might say that.
Izzy, I missed the time will be on your side part, but I knew he controlled a powerful relic, and I knew he had some form of magic powers based off on how he acted.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually kind of happy and kind of sad, because when you guys get to Manhattan, you guys now have a preview out of character.
Who do we run into?
What?
You'll find out if and when you get there.
I mean, we'll probably run into multiple Avengers once we're in Manhattan.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Alright, so, that said, you guys are in... Good for you guys. Extra experience for figuring out this little puzzle.
Yay!
Oh, has he found out that we figured it out?
I've been sitting here for a while listening to you guys.
I saw little blips of sound from your mic, so I was worried. You
I
might
was
be sitting
hoping it
there.
was just echo.
Yeah.
Oh well.
No, if I hear you guys talking, I sit back and listen for a while. Like, just in general, because I like, seeing you guys develop your characters this way.
Except this was an entirely out of character conversation.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it has to be. There's no way to figure this out in character.
Yet.
That's
Nope.
Yet. Well,
Yeah,
it
apart from maybe Webby's
Which of
World,
our
none of our worlds
characters-
would have Marvel Comics.
Which of our characters would actually have that?
No, my world has Darkwing Duck comics.
Okay, so one of you has backstory in the world where that would lead you to these guys. You guys just have been avoiding it.
And Gizmo Duck,
Okay, I have been
who's
trying
basically
to-
Iron Man but dumb.
What stuff exists in my world is a question mark because of the fact that my world apparently had Final Fantasy games.
Izzy, I've been trying to give us a reason to go there so hard.
I know you
Once the ship's upgraded, I have no problem with going to Manhattan.
I'm a bird.
You are in
are a
fact
bird.
a bird.
That's my excuse.
Alright, so back to the reason we're here in the first place.
I don't actually remember why it was. I'm just so overwhelmed with pride for you guys.
We're going to try and find Lena so we can see about giving her the
Yes.
bracelet.
I
Also-
look to see if my shadow is Lena again.
Your shadow is in fact Lena again.
I look at the friendship bracelet and the shadow, and then I'm just kind of like, alright, what do I do now?
Well, the thing is that if you return the heart of the world to the place that it belongs, so I'm not sure if that's if you somehow return it to your shadow here, or if there's like another Lena
Give it to
body
Lena.
somewhere here.
Carefully take off the friendship bracelet and put it on my shadow.
Okay, so Lena is right there in front of you. You see her?
Yeah.
As you hand over the friendship bracelet, that happens.
Lena! I hug her.
Yeah, no, she's gonna be just like, a little taken aback. You can physically touch her. She's gonna be like,
For I am Coco, healer of hearts.
take it easy there, Pink.
I looked everywhere for you. I'm so happy.
Yeah, she's just gonna be like, I never actually left.
I'm going to look smugly at Mocha and just hold up a single feather as if it were like a #1 sign.
Yeah, no, Mocha's gonna very quickly give you a behind the back high five.
Give me a what?
Behind the back high five.
Yeah.
Like,
She feels when she does a smug satisfaction. And if I can, just convey a single thought. I know that's not usual. One left.
she's gonna snort at that.
Well, don't we still actually have 3 left?
He's talking about something completely different.
Potentially. I don't know. I missed half of the session, or 90% of it.
I'm just going to, out of character, sum it up, Sean. Serendipity is the best ability ever.
It's a great ability.
Give me an explanation of this later.
Oh no, they don't know how. It gave me some knowledge that let me do this.
So Lena's back. Did you guys want to talk with anybody else in the book?
I was going to, I guess, while we're here, see if run into Steve or Anthony, because I've been trying to slowly unlock those because hey, they're more interesting than grabbing John Cena or Miguel.
You take that back.
Cena is
Don't you dare talk about John Cena.
Okay,
that way.
look, see, the thing is, if I grab John Cena, he will no longer be all powerful.
That is true, actually.
He will become limited by us, and he will actually fail rolls, and that will only destroy who John Cena is.
Yes, he will.
Therefore, I can never summon John Cena.
Like, you guys gotta understand, you know how I only roll crit successes and crit failures? It just so happened that John Cena got all the crit successes for the sessions you guys had him around.
That's true. We can't do that to John Cena, guys.
Yeah. I can't bring him down to our level.
I can't believe all of you are doubting John Cena.
I understand this.
I can't even see him. So
John Cena will find a way.
Yep.
So saith Jeff Goldblum. Who is canon in this universe, because Marvel is canon in this universe.
You're not wrong.
Just
You know, I should figure out what any time
finds
in,
a way.
I should find any time in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance where they reference some other media, what every single one of the shoutouts, just to know everything that exists in Mute's world.
I like how this session started as "Let's farm for Lux."
Yes.
Yeah.
And now Lena's back! Yay!
And we get her out of the book with us.
That's the important part.
Well, our question becomes, Sean, who are you going to be looking for first, since you're in the book? Are you going to be looking for Anthony, or are you going to be looking for Steven?
Steven is the one I've been working on this entire time.
Okay.
It is, how are you doing, Steve? Have you remembered anything else? Is there anything I can help you with? Can you give me a better drawing of like what your artifact looks like, or any more information on what it looked like?
He will actually be, since you guys know this now and it's not as much of a spoiler, he will be able to draw the Eye of Agamotto.
It's even worse though because we know it out of character, but we don't.
Does he know what happened to it or where it could be?
I am unaware of what happened to this, but every
Man,
time.
if only.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Are we making the assumption, out of character, that we can assemble the Infinity Gauntlet?
Yes.
Why the
So-
fuck
Wait,
would we?
has he mentioned anything about time travel?
He has not mentioned anything about time travel.
Okay. Out of character. Sorry, out of character. Here's the plan: we make the gauntlet, and we use it to blow up the Death Star.
Hell the fuck yes.
I'm
Sounds legit.
gonna
New
laugh.
party direction.
I'm gonna laugh really hard right now, and you guys aren't gonna know why until Dr. Boy.
Izzy, don't make it lame.
The
like
Death
it's
Star is
actually
being powered by one of the stones.
I mean, it probably is. Yeah. I mean, I kind of,
Almost certainly.
I kind of assumed that already.
Oh.
Or I figured it was either that or a Heart of the World.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to form the Infinity Gauntlet so bad right now.
Here's the other thing we could do, though. We could take the ship and turn it into a giant Infinity Gauntlet.
Done.
And it's now a giant robot that can harness the power of the stones.
Look, we might
it's
just
not
at
quite
this.
perfect enough.
I think we're just reenacting the plot of whatchamacallit now.
So now let's make
Yeah.
Taking Top and Go and Login.
crazy
And?
plot. Let's just make a ritual and each absorb a power of one of the stones.
Are you saying that to
There
try to
is
stop
no
me because you're
way
not
over the
succeeding?
mind.
Anyone in
You
our
know,
party, the power of an Infinity Stone.
I
would go
feel like
over.
we have gone completely off topic, so we might want to just do the what happens when we talk to Steven, and can we take Lena out of the book?
Mind Stone is.
Yeah.
You know where the Mind Stone is?
I know where the Mind Stone is.
I'll bet you don't.
I have a suspicion. Continue. I'm sorry. This is really off topic. I will private text Izzy.
I'm just gonna tell you you're wrong.
You know what I'm thinking though?
Oh, you can type what you're thinking. I'm pretty sure I know what you're thinking. I'm pretty sure if what you're thinking is what I'm thinking, you're wrong. But you can type it to me anyway.
I did.
Let's just really hope the Death Star isn't being powered by the Time Stone, because this is a green laser.
I mean, I wonder what power is powering the Death Star's power.
Yeah.
I mean, probably, but at the same
Really, the
time...
Soul Stone.
But here, let's be real, though. Time Stone would be a worst-case scenario, because it would potentially undo us blowing up the Death Star.
Alternatively, we would be stuck in Groundhog's Day in the Death Star as we blow it up.
Yes, also that.
As amusing as this is, guys, I am going to ask that we get on topic, because
I
what you
know.
guys have figured out while I was, peeing, your characters have no knowledge of.
Though,
Yeah, we probably should finish
Yeah,
up.
we
and
have theory crafting based on a lot of information we don't actually have.
Yeah, let's finish up.
The problem is that we've opened up a dump truck full of worms now.
we have.
You have.
Also, Izzy, just for my satisfaction, tell me, am I right or wrong?
No comment.
Damn it, I could be right.
Not gonna tell you.
No comment.
Izzy's very good at not telling people things.
I am right.
To be fair, I have been giving you guys the slow bleed, and you guys have known about Steven and Anthony for, I think, since session 0? Is that when they showed up in your book, Sean?
Sounds right.
Like,
Yeah, and it was like, hey, these two random nondescript dudes, and I'm like, those two are what I have to unlock.
Nondescript dudes with goatees, one who has a popped collar and is wearing pajamas, the other who has high expensive sunglasses.
I do
Yep.
remember this.
And
I wish I had heard those descriptions in my session 0.
A popped collar wearing pajamas.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, we didn't
that's
get that
odd.
script.
I need to talk to that guy. Of all the people I have an image of in my book, that's the one I need to talk to. It's the pop collar wearing pajamas.
I like what you linked there. Let's do this. Webby destroys the multiverse.
So does Mocha being in the book do anything?
I love that.
Okay. Mocha is in the book. Okay. What was the question you had for Steve? I am sorry. Let's get back on topic.
Does anything happen from her being in the book?
You want that first or you want that second? I'll do with that
Second.
first. Okay. What was your
Or first? Whatever.
We'll do Steve first because that's easy. What was your question for Steve?
I was wondering if he remembered anything else.
Right. So Steve is going to say, after he, sketches out in the dirt like something that looks similar to the Eye of Agamotto. So this was the relic I used to save billions. Incredibly powerful, incredibly dangerous.
I eat it.
You eat the drawing? Okay.
Oh no, I thought he had the actual item.
No, he drew it.
No.
He does not have it.
Yeah.
That's-
Do you
that's-
have
that's
any
not
idea
what
what
I was
happened, Ted?
I will assemble the Infinity Gauntlet in my gullet.
I do not. But there is one thing that keeps coming to my mind. I think it has to do with what happened to me.
What happened?
All I see is a face. Face of a man red with power. He's sitting there with kind of a comb-over ponytail and that evil-looking goatee.
Shit.
I feel like I should know this.
Comb
for
over
some-
ponytail.
The scene just gets better and better!
What did you say?
Who is it?
Basil just showed up.
Comb over
Hey,
ponytail,
Basil!
glowing red with power, and and what was the third detail?
And has a goatee.
Comb over ponytail?
The only thing that sounds like to me is Genie Jafar.
Okay, I'm just gonna retcon that and just say ponytail.
Okay.
Is that Genie Jafar?
It is. Yeah.
I mean, that description matches.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, but That would be very weird for in the timeline.
Like Red Skull doesn't have a ponytail because he's a fucking skull.
Well, no. He did not. He didn't have red skin. He was just glowing red, with energy.
Okay.
Okay, who the fuck glows red with energy?
Lots of things.
Goku.
And he had that look in his face of steely determination.
Yeah, it's Goku. Done.
No, it's Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
God damn it. Damn it.
Isn't it just anger from inside out?
He's
Not
bald, I
but-
think.
Oh wait, he's always red.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything about this person other than how they looked?
Mm.
Can you draw us a picture?
He's going to draw you a very bad rendition, which looks very similar to the books of to the picture. You know what? Actually, hold on a second.
Man, it's almost like this guy had his hands damaged or something.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
What?
He is actually going to, make a side, and the ground is going to, in the sand, a drawing is going to start to be moving around by the wind. Int check everyone.
Make it for me, please.
Oh god, Basil missed all of those revelations.
Oh yeah. Also, Nick, I
Uh,
think you'll appreciate this most, so I'm going to privately send this to you.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Well, that's a curious thing to get on an int check.
Yeah.
It's a curious thing to get on an check.
Okay, so he draws.
5.
He draws the image of a man with a goatee, what appears to be a ponytail, with the same kind of complexity he has. He being Steve.
So,
I like it.
Well, like Webby from your 5. Webby, you just get the idea, just quickly looking back and forth at this. He looks exactly like you.
Wait, is this his Heartless?
oh god damn it.
Wait a second. He looks like me?
No, he looks like
Like
Steven,
Steven.
I think is what he was saying.
Oh. He looks like you. Oh wait, is this that thing that Orion has where she's got a double? But it's actually her Heartless?
No, this is not me. Or maybe it could have been me, but I think that might have been the problem.
Wait, is this like somehow
that
an
you,
alternate
nobody?
version of you? Sort of like how Webby is either from the future or an alternate version of Disney Town?
That's still just a theory at this point.
So is everything.
Nick, yes.
Okay.
No, I think we were... I think we did not want to be one. And that is where the problem lied. Also,
they did not want to what?
we did not wish to be one. Or he did not wish for us to be one. Also, Webby, you also notice, since you got a 5 on your roll, that drawing not only looks like Steve, it also looks like Anthony.
It also... Wait.
What?
It looks like 2 people. This is hurting my head. It looks like Anthony too.
Steve's just gonna
What?
Steve's just gonna scoff at this name. Steve's just gonna
All right. So you said he has.
Wait, hold on.
Is it Sherlock Holmes?
Who is this, Steve?
This is,
Oh, so Devin, Steve.
Alright, so how long do we want to keep this from Devin?
to be fair, you guys figured this out of character, not in character.
I know, that's why I said Devin and not Basil.
Yeah.
Well, so probably might be insinuating that that Doctor Strange is Iron Man's nobody. So wouldn't that be a fucking twist?
Well, that
I don't
didn't
know
last
that
long.
Yeah, way to go, Kexmush.
Yeah. X, Y. Don't you know how to be subtle, Kex? Wait.
Nope. We'll let him parse that out.
To be fair, I said it first. I just don't think anyone caught me.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
None of us
Sure,
were.
you wouldn't know
I wasn't
nothing
even
about
sure.
the-
You said Steve, and I heard Red Skull mentioned, but I
That's
didn't
also
quite
needed.
piece that you were talking to Steve Rogers.
Nope.
Rogers.
You know what?
That is
Yes.
definitely who we're talking to.
That's who we're talking about. We're talking about Steve Rogers.
100%.
Yep. Definitely.
He's into Bible study and discussion meetings. Or
Exactly.
whatever. Bible discussion and study meetings.
I'm getting this back on track now because you're just going to confuse Devin, and Devin, they're lying. Don't worry about it.
Izzy, how could you say such a thing? We're not lying.
It's totally.
I mean, Basil is currently defending the book, so he won't even be able to notice this.
He totally snuck in somebody's pocket because that's how Basil works. Also, that's what the GM declares.
Why would you have me defend the book? The book is bigger than I am.
They thought it was funny.
Well, we
That's
left Ori in there too.
Izzy, we knew it was funny.
We were confident it was funny.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Everybody roll me perception real quick.
Roll for me, please.
I am killing it tonight.
All in.
Passed by 6.
Coming from
Also
rehearsal,
passed by 6.
I feel like I should have a bonus in the book.
You do not. Alright, did anybody pass by at least 4?
I don't know,
No.
did I?
Yes, Webby did.
Basil passed by 4, and what is your perception there?
12.
You did not. Okay, so Basil and Webby
And Dr. Boy.
and Dr. Boy, as Steve draws this image in the sand, you notice Muriala slightly recoil, and a look appears on her face as though she recognizes it.
You want to share with the class, Mariala?
I feel like that's a bad idea right now, but we can share later. I feel like that's...
Oh, okay.
Dr. Boy will begrudgingly drop.
I'm gonna fail to read Muriela's expression because that's what I do.
All right, I can't. I'm going to fail to understand this unless I'm sitting on Coco.
You're currently not, because Coco didn't get it either, so...
Yep, so I don't get it because Coco didn't get it.
Great.
So Dr. Boy gets it. Okay, good. Dr. Boy. Alright.
Did I roll under 15?
Actually, yes, you did. Yes, you did pass it. So you also saw the expression and heard Muriala say, "We'll talk about it later." Unless you want to press the subject, I will point out, Basil, because you don't know, you guys are currently in the book 1. 2, you're in front of Steve and Mocha, who followed you guys in.
Okay, give me
Well,
30
let's
seconds
follow
to go to the
them,
bathroom before you do that.
What was the symbol? What was the symbol?
Oh dear, Mocha's in here.
What symbol?
What was the thing that Muriala recoiled at?
Recognize.
Recoil is not actually the right word.
Not recoil, just like eyes widened in recognition, I guess.
Okay, what was the thing that happened?
The looking at the drawing that Steve marked into the ground of that dude's face. The generic dude with a goatee and a ponytail.
Evil Steve.
Sure.
I'm not commenting.
Yvette's. Because all evil names are the first name backwards.
He has a goatee. He's evil Steve.
Steve has a goatee.
He's eviler Steve.
We both have goatees.
Like the majority of the people you guys have met in this book have had goatees, outside of Miguel, who, if he was 5 years older, would also have a goatee.
That's probably.
What you're saying is we need to go put Miguel in Radiant Garden for a little while, for about a month.
Or we need to go looking for Vegeta.
So yeah, Mocha's gonna start flying around and be like, "This place is awesome." Though it's a little weird. I don't remember that being there, pointing at that door.
Yeah,
There's a
that
door?
was weird.
Somehow I'm not surprised you've been here, Mocha. Do you know what...
She already said she used to watch this world.
And she never did answer my question as to why, other than that it was her job.
Because that's what my union does. We watch worlds.
She was in the. She was
Remember,
so
we
she was in
run
the
into
union
them
that
all
just
over the place
watched.
just watching stuff.
Yeah, we've dealt with them before in this regard.
Do you have any idea what
They
happened to
put
my
us on
world?
trial.
Your world fell to darkness. What was it? I believe you guys were calling it the rot or something.
The what?
That do I remember the rotting character? I'm actually not sure.
Now that she said it, yes, you would.
I mean, that's what we called it. We didn't really. We had a tough time actually measuring the phenomenon beyond seeing holes in the world and in memories, essentially.
Yeah, it was.
Of course, that made it hard to document.
Yeah, it was weird. Like I remember I tried to do a report on it, and it just wasn't working well. Like it was clear that somebody was tampering with the heart of this world. We thought it might have been an external force.
Does that trigger any kind of recollection for me?
Recollection, no.
Okay. I mean, as far as I know, no one here actually knew anything about hearts or worlds beyond the existence of the multiverse.
Oh, no. Wouldn't have been somebody in this world unless they had already become a heartless and fall into darkness, and they would have enabled the heart of the world to slowly get chewed away. No. This would have had to be an external source of some kind.
Well, Orian's Heartless did claim that she knew me and that she saved me. So I wonder if it might have been her fault.
How long ago did Orion split and your world fall?
I can't possibly answer the first part of that. In terms of my perception, Christ, how long was I on Brave World?
From your perception, by your backstory, you were on there for, I believe it was 8 months.
Okay. So, including our current time, less than a year, from what I remember. But of course, we've already found that time is not particularly linear.
I'm excited now. I can fight against the time stone.
By eating it.
I'm just imagining Coco using the time stone for like constant super haste.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't age. I'm an immortal chocobo.
I have plans.
No, I don't mean about aging. I just mean for like super combat bullshit.
The worst part, though, as much as I want to go after the stones, we don't know about any of this in character.
I know, it's terrible.
Nope, but we do want to find this one relic.
No, we definitely don't know anything in character that might be relevant.
We do want to find this one relic because then it might help us up return
Most
Steve
of
normal.
us don't know anything about this.
I am laughing hysterically at how much I managed to get busy without thinking about it.
You got... Oh... If people think about their backstories hard, they might realize there's a few more jewels they're forgetting about, which I'm not giving them yet. In any case, Mocha is going to look at the door in the front of the building and say, "Where does that lead to? I don't remember that being there."
It's not really part of my world. It goes somewhere else. I'm not quite sure how to describe the phenomenon, frankly.
Huh! Cool. Let's go! And Mocha is going to very quickly open the door and head out.
Wait, Mocha, be careful! There's weird unversed things.
Noise.
Mocha has the
Noise
curious...
things.
Mocha has the curious disadvantage, doesn't she?
All of us have the curious disadvantage. Everyone does.
I don't have it.
I don't.
And that's why. And that's why. Stay on top. And that's why. Mute stays on top of Coco because it helps negate all of his disadvantages.
Is anybody going to follow Mocha?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys, as soon as you guys go through that door, you find yourself back in the streets of Shibuya.
Of where?
Shibuya. Do you remember the first time you guys walked out this door?
Oh, is this the terrible, like...
Yes.
Oh, God. No. Can we not be here?
You guys have already been here.
I want to see what happens to Mocha in here.
This place
That's a
was...
little cruel.
She's nigh immortal and a semi-omnipotent. She'll be fine.
So you guys do see a couple of noise. I'm not going to make you guys run through the fights. With your pins, you guys will easily be able to defeat them. You guys still have 1 pin per attack.
Can Mocha do anything when they attack?
Roll me perception. Everybody. Wex, I will roll for you. Devin, are you
Thank
still
you.
in cart? Wex, you rolled a 17.
Pass.
Pass by 3.
Pass.
Yes, I'm still in car.
I will roll for you. You passed by 4. So everybody who passed, period. So everybody who's not Coco. The noise runs at Mocha. The 2 of them literally pass through each other. Mocha doesn't even like, she sees them, but they don't touch her, and she can't touch them.
Interesting.
And you guys are eventually going to make your way towards the giant circle where there's that 104 building. And remember how I told you that like there are people standing around here from your last visit? And you can't interact with them. They can't interact with you. You guys are effectively like ghosts and specters to them until you get into a building that has a special symbol. The Master of Masters explained all this to them. Well, this time around, as you guys are all approaching, Mocha's going to turn and look at you guys and say, "This is really cool, isn't it?" And then you're going to hear a couple of people saying, "Holy crap, a Heartless came in here!" And a few of the people in the crowd that are like looking in your guys' general direction are going to pull out Keyblades.
What?
Wait, this is a bar of Keyblade wielders?
And Mocha's going to realize this and book it, and the crowd is going to follow. And as more people see what's going on, more people are manifesting Keyblades and following until the entire square is empty.
As we run,
I run with Mocha to protect her.
Mute, you feel the desire for us to get out of this book.
Yeah,
let's leave, but let's grab Mocha and leave.
Do you know where you are right now? Are they reacting at all?
You realize we could just leave Mocha in here and leave.
I don't want to
we
leave
can't
someone
Mocha
in the
behind.
book.
No, that sounds like a bad.
So actually, don't if you die in the book, you go outside of the book. But oh shit, that's still Heartless losing, a semi-Heartless losing to a Keyblade wielder.
This still seems like a bad idea. You sense feeling of this bad idea, uncertainty, bad idea.
Can we get Mocha out?
Yeah.
With us?
How are you guys trying to get out? Are you trying to go back into Monopolis, or are you just trying to get out through the sky?
There was a way to get out through the sky, wasn't there?
Only one of you can get out that way.
What was that?
The other way of getting out is to die in the book, isn't it?
One way is to die, the other way is to unlock the sky.
Get her out through the sky.
Yeah.
All right, I grab Lena's
Grab her
hand
blood.
and I try to open the keyhole in the sky.
Okay, roll me lockpicking.
Wait, Coco, Mute, can't you also get people out through this?
Not unless Coco gives me a Keyblade.
I open the the keyhole in the sky with my laser beam.
Okay, so a couple of things to note as you guys are heading up in the air. A couple of the Keyblade wielders are going to wave dash up the sides of buildings and jump at you trying to swing at Mocha. Mocha will dodge, and they completely pass through each of you. You guys cannot interact with these people.
So all of my attempts to block them fail.
Exactly. Also, Muriala, from when you called out earlier, you thought initially that they were ignoring your question. You get the feeling they can't see or hear you.
What in the fuck?
That said, a few of them are then going to strike raid Mocha, and at least one of them will hit. Mocha
What happens when it hits?
She takes damage.
Get her out.
Okay.
Yeah, Mocha is... You guys will get out after that hit. But remember all that. Because that is important details.
Mocha actually took damage in the book. And those are all apparently Keyblade wielders that we can't interact with.
Weird.
Which for us was consistent with the last time we were there.
I don't let go of Lena's hand as we pass through the keyhole.
Okay, just for you, Webby, as you pass through the keyhole, the friendship bracelet will be in your hand.
The so wait. But Lena's still there too, right?
Your shadow is still blinking, yes.
She's still stuck in shadow form outside of the book?
Yes.
You might
Uh,
need more Lux or similar.
No!
well, that's depressing.
Well, we got closer,
Also,
maybe, but also, when are we finally going?
Quick, I gotta go back in! I try to open the book again.
I just yank you away from it.
But let's spend a little time trying to figure out why it didn't work before we keep trying it over and over again. Maybe.
But I'm so close! She was there! I could talk to her!
I put my wing on you and send waves of like comfort and reassurance.
We'll figure this out. I promise. We have to make it work eventually.
And I take the friendship bracelet and gently as I can put it back on your wrist.
I try to like put it on the shadow again.
Actually, if you put it on the shadow and let go of it, the eyes from your shadow disappear.
They do?
Yeah.
So you need it on you for Lena to be in your shadow.
Okay, I put it back on my wrist then.
Then her eyes will reappear in the shadow.
Again, comfort and reassurance and patience. Radiate from me. And I give you a choco hug.
We'll also join in group hug.
I choco hug Coco.
Well, not that this is really nice and everything, but what the hell was that?
An interesting magical artifact that we're still trying to properly figure out what it is.
I've never seen...
You sensed a also what the hell is your book coming from me feeling wise.
I don't know. This made more sense when I used it completely incorrectly, and I feel really bad about that.
Yeah, no, Mocha's
It
just...
followed a more set of rules.
Mocha's arm is still injured. She's going to be looking at this and like, you see, I knew you all were fascinating. I just didn't realize how fascinating. I'm going to keep my eye on you more often. Please tell me next time you go somewhere interesting. Please tell me.
I assume that you just are keeping tabs on us and we won't actually have to state it. Would that be correct?
I mean,
I don't really know how we contact you, Mocha.
you guys
We gave her a cell phone.
Yeah, Dr. Boy gave her a cell phone.
In case
Oh,
for
yeah, I
other
did.
words, Mocha, would this type of spell be able to contact you?
Say that again, Miriam.
Apparently, we missed a lot.
Muriel is going to describe a particular spell that she knows and ask if that would be able to contact Mocha.
What is the spell?
It's the one that I thought I would never actually cast in this game, ever. Ever.
Oh, that one! Yeah,
I have broken the GM.
No, GM is trying to figure out how Mocha will respond to this, because I know how this works. I mean, that could work. If you keep I guess if you keep like a clear image of me in mind, that might work. I don't know.
Well, okay, give me a moment to actually properly remember what your signature feels like across all spectrums. Magic, 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 magic.
You throw lots of magic on this until it works.
I threw lots of magic until I actually have a good idea of what her signature feels like along all my detection spells.
Yep.
And her image.
Yeah, fair warning. I might not always show up. I'm not mindless.
I mean, duh.
I respect that. A lot of my old union members didn't feel the same way when I tried to show up and greet them. That's why I didn't want to stick around in Daybreak Town.
Daybroken Town has its uses, but the unions.
Yeah. 'Cause, 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 yeah. Okay. I'm going to let you guys talk for a few minutes because I think there's a few things you guys haven't told each other yet that you wanted to tell each other.
So, I do want to say one thing out of character. Knowing that the Infinity Stone is real changes the entire context of that stupid prophecy about us.
There's a prophecy about us?
Oh,
One of you's lost your mind. One of you's lost your soul. One of
Oh,
you...
that thing.
Yeah.
Can you? Where was that pinned, or where is that?
That is pinned in character in that chat.
Oh Lord. Well, let's see.
You guys can look at this after we wrap for the night.
Yeah, let's wrap soon.
It feels pretty close to wrapping.
Oh, it is close. I'm waiting for somebody to drop some information because I'm pretty sure you guys have a few things, and based on who says what, will probably determine where you guys go next time.
Look, one of the problems right now is how many people actually saw Muriel's reaction.
Dr. Boy and Basil. So if one of the two of you want to...
What did I see?
You saw Muriela react when a drawing was made, as though she recognized the person.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to bring that up once we're safe and out of the book.
Oh, you guys are out of the book.
Yeah.
I'll save that then.
I'm assuming he was also waiting until Luca wasn't present.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Mocha
I was gonna wait to talk to Mariella one-on-one.
Yeah, Mocha will just flat out say, "All right, it's been fun. Don't leave this world without telling me where you're going. I need to go take a swim in a pool of darkness for a bit to heal up. Catch you guys later." And Mocha will disappear.
That's another interesting concept that I might have to look up at some point, but...
Okay.
You know, we might want to figure out how we fix it, how we help Mocha go back to normal at some point.
She seems happy.
She seems happy, but I feel like
she seems happy. Hang on, what did we learn about Mocha?
Okay, what you've learned about Mocha is Mocha used to be reiterating things you already knew. She was originally a Keyblade wielder, was in the Keyblade War, quote unquote died during it to a energy wave from Aced, who fell to darkness along with many other people around him, and they became these kind of weird hybrids of heartless but not quite heartless.
Important thing we learned. One of the leaders of the unions fell to darkness.
Yes, that's a very important thing.
And we know what he looks like as a Heartless, because I went into darkness and saw him.
Mm-hmm. You also know from what she said that what triggered 3 of the Union members to go berserk during the Keyblade War was that the one that from the Union that everybody liked, Ava, jumped in front of a blast to try to stop them from fighting, trying to make peace, and Snap was kind of like ceased to exist. Mm-hmm. And then all 3 of them went berserk. The 5th Union member, or the 5th leader of the unions, notably the one who led Nox's union, was not there.
And then if that is actually Nox.
No, Nox was at the war, and he has openly said, like, he tried to, organize his union. It's one of the reasons people don't like him. He mentioned that in passing back in, session 2.
In character, I probably know this, but out of character, my memory is not good about times that far back.
That's why you buy advantages that let you go to the DM. Hey, I have a way better memory than myself.
Yeah. Also, Nick, you don't know all the details of the Keyblade War. None of you do. None of you have researched it or asked anybody about it.
About the war, no, because it's not interesting. Until now, it's suddenly interesting.
Anyway, back on.
And you said that the name of someone who made some kind of.
On topic. Yep. Keep going, Devin. Devin.
Yes.
You've been muted this whole time.
I mean, I heard you start saying something and then you cut out. What were you saying? I heard you start saying something and then you cut out.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to use push to talk, but so the guy who made the shockwave or blast or whatever you were describing, his name was Asshead, or?
Acid, one of the foretellers, the leader of the bear union. One of the four. Spelled ACED.
Okay.
That is the Union of Strength.
Okay, I just heard something slightly different having come from Midsummer Night's Dream Rehearsal.
Ah,
Fair
I
enough.
get it.
Fair enough.
There we go. Thank you. Someone got it.
So, is anybody, well, Basil or Dr. Boy, are you guys doing anything, or Muriala? Because you guys have information.
Yeah.
Muriel is totally okay not saying these if no one calls her out on it.
No, I'm like I said, I'm absolutely calling her. So who's the guy in the picture?
He's a very skilled sorcerer who I spent a great deal of time learning magic from in Manhattan.
Wait, oh fuck.
I mean, if he has one of these relics, he's very trustworthy.
Is that mute slow
Why
clapping?
did he have a pony?
That's me out of character slow clapping.
You're welcome,
Just
guys.
as planned.
Just as planned. I believe this open for RP now, guys.
I think we really need to talk to that guy and figure out what the hell happened with him and Steven.
Well, considering what we know about Orion, it'll be a very enlightening conversation.
God damn it. Yeah, this can only go well.
Okay. I'm going to ask you guys this now. Do you want to head out to Manhattan now, or do you want to spend a little bit more time on Radiant Garden?
I
think-
really want to get more Lux and fix up the ship more before we
I
go.
think I'm out of character gonna say I think we need to prep the ship a little bit, but after we do, head right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we is everyone okay with us doing like a week of Lux grinding and then just
Well, why don't we kind of unite it as a group, since we know we want to like do that, but know that it's kind of dangerous out there with our crappy gummy ship. Just as a 7-person group, just work towards making the gummy ship better.
I have many things I'm going to try and research about how Lux works as we do this, so I'm up for that.
Okay, well, researching or training time is instead of Lux gathering. It's one or the other. This is you guys can take as much time as you want, but know that your time needs to be spent on one or the other.
Muriel would have a question for Coco at some point of, can you share that Keyblade with everyone?
You get the impression, unsure, but probably.
Can we try doing that? Because I have theories now about Lux and how it works, and unfortunately the Keyblade seems to be the only goddamn mechanism or artifact that can actually use it in this way.
I'm going to say yes. Izzy, I'd like to ask, if I do that, can I just assume, since we're not combat using it, that eventually I get the role and it works?
Hold on a second. You get it on the first try.
Oh, nice.
You just rolled a 4.
So yeah, Miriala, you get the Keyblade.
Okay, there's going to be a lot of testing and trying to feel out what the hell this thing even is.
Sure, I'll take an afternoon to do that with you. You do get the impression, I kind of projected at you, you have to stay in contact with me to keep it.
Interesting. That is also a thing that's going to be tested later on, and I'm absolutely certain that is going to be true.
Yeah, as soon as you break contact with Coco in any way, the Keyblade disappears from your hand.
Well, you can like do a cool stunt, but like you really can't you can't jump off me and start.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I know enough inherently about how it works to kind of project that with assurance towards you.
Okay.
There is also definitely going to be a moment in this in which Muriel morphs into Evil Webby again so they can have an actual proper duel with this.
I project unsurety about that.
No. This is 100% fun and giddiness. Like, this is morphing into Webby with a very obvious and stupid-looking goatee.
Also, while we do this, I'm gonna have some private conversations with you.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Mute is probably also going to want a little bit more swords training.
Okay. Again, you guys can take as much training as you want, but it will cut into your Lux merging.
We don't actually have the ability.
I'm going to spend at least some amount of time going back into the book and talking to Lena.
You can have as many conversations with her as you want, but the result for coming out will always be the same.
Nick, I'm only going to give you 1 day of training with the Keyblade. Other than that, I'm going to go help out.
Oh no, part of this is definitely going to be using the Keyblade to kill Heartless while having all the analysis spells up to try and figure out how this is actually working.
Ah, okay.
No, this is not just fuck around with the Keyblade, it is use it for some of its intended purposes and try and understand it. And mostly fail.
You know, I have the ritual or something for giving a person a Keyblade. I could give you a Keyblade.
Isn't that for passing off your Keyblade, not for giving them a new one?
Permanently. That is giving it up.
I don't think that's how it works, but maybe Izzy can confirm or not.
That part of the book's a little hazy for you.
Okay.
Like, it is you do remember the book said it was a big deal.
It was just this, no.
From what I understand of Kingdom Hearts lore, it's not giving it up, it's giving somebody else the power, but I don't know if that's different, if this is something other than what's seen in the games.
I'm telling you what you remember as Webby.
Yeah, I'm saying out of character, I don't know if this is different from the games or not.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Or you can ask somebody who knows. Not like
yeah, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing.
Yeah. Also, Webby, whenever you go into the book, Lena is always willing to talk with you, and like after a while of you constantly trying to, drag her out, she's eventually going to give you words of comfort, like, look, it's okay. Eventually, I'll get out of here, and we can go back to Duckburg together. But for now, I'm perfectly happy just being a part of you because I've always got your back.
Okay.
Would you like me to switch your token now?
Nah, I'll stick with this one for now.
I really like this token, though. Like, I'm really glad I found this. I'm just gonna leave it here so people can look at it. Because I think it's so cool. Alright, does anybody else want to do anything besides Lux Collection?
Not really, I need to catch up on what the hell
I sent you a private message.
Yep.
But yeah, should we do the what did we learn vote and call it a night?
I was actually going to say I'm going to make everybody roll to see how much Lux you ultimately collect, and then me and Dan can figure out what upgrades to the ships you guys are doing, unless how much you guys are donating to the ship and how much you guys want to keep.
Okay, how do we figure out how much Lux we have?
Let's see. So is anybody using any training days, or are you all just doing...
Oh, absolutely. I'm using primarily training.
Yeah, probably a couple.
Okay, you guys
assume like 2 or 3 that is being done.
Okay, so let's go person by person. So first off, Basil, are you training days or are you going to be trying to help collect Lux? Is Devin here? He is here. Devin?
Yeah.
Do you want to use training days for this week or do you want to use it to collect Lux?
I guess I'll helping collecting Lux. Just kind of dominating something until I burn it out fighting other things, I guess.
Okay. For all 7 days, or do you want to split this?
I mean, I could possibly take this as training to build up my...
Devin, it's one or the other for this because you guys are farming resources. So I need a number. How many days training versus how many days thing? Just... If you're not sure, we can revisit it next week. If you're not sure.
I'm in my car still.
Okay.
I can't look at numbers.
Fair enough. Coco? Were you...
What? I'm helping Miriala for like 1 day. One day Miriala gets to ride around on me and feel like a god. And other than that, I'm just going to generically help harvest like Lux as needed.
Okay, so 6 collection days and 1 training day with Muriala.
Yeah. I don't need personal training myself because I don't have enough yet.
Okay, let's see what you get. So, Coco. Ooh.
I mean, chances are I'm also going to like try to manifest the Keyblade for anyone that wants to work with me to harvest Lux.
Yeah, no, that's why you're helping. And also, as Lucky Chocobo,
Yeah.
you harvested 32 Lux.
Yeah.
Can you fit all that on your bangle?
No. So, is there any way to like channel that between?
I think is I cannot directly collect Lux, so my bangle, which is 30 capacity, is on loan.
I am probably spending. I can hold 10 minus any additional that I have to use for experiments.
All right, so guys, I'm just going to say this now because we don't need to worry about these mechanics for. Because if you're doing this over the course of a week, and Dr. Boy's upgrading his ship, I'm assuming when you guys cap out on Lux or get close, he's just going to fly over to Disney Village, get the part he wants, and then come back. So we don't need to worry about going over a cap.
Okay.
Dr. Boy, training days versus Lux collection.
So just double check. It's like purely going on mechanics. I cannot collect Lux.
Because you're with the group fighting Heartless. I am.
Then I'm doing 7 days of Lux collection in that case.
7 days Lux collection, and let's see what you get. That is significantly worse than Coco's roll. Okay, you only get 23 Lux.
Okay. How much does that living spend on the ship?
I'll tell you the total when we finish. And you guys can spend as much as you want on the ship or as little. All right, next up, who's next in lineup? Mute.
I think I'm going to spend 3 days training and the other 4 gathering Lux.
Okay.
It's for each day training you can spend 1 point, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Okay, Mute, you get a grand total of...
I will probably farm by summoning Legram and Hetfer, use area blastings that ignore Cosmic, ignore DR after summoning her with Lux.
Fair enough. You're gonna net a total of 17 Lux. All right, Muriala, you're mostly doing research, correct?
What?
You're mostly doing research?
It's primarily doing research. It's going to be going with the group and doing a lot of watching how the Lux moves and how things work.
Are you spending points to upgrade skills or something on this?
It depends on how many points we get from this session. Really, I am taking at least 3 training days plus the number of points that I get from this session.
Well, you're getting at least 4 from this session, so...
Okay. Honestly, Uriel is probably gathering and spending Lux at exactly the same rate as part of her training.
What's up?
Act something.
Say that again, Wex.
Can I redact a decision?
Sure. What do you want to do?
Can I spend 2? You said we can spend 4 points per training day?
1 point per training day.
Oh, 1 point? Never mind. I'll do it a different time.
Okay.
I'm going to point out, we're in time dilation right now of some sort.
That does not affect training time.
No, what I mean is in terms of how much time we can spend here versus the rest of the world moving on.
You guys haven't figured out what what dilation has done one way or another.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. So Muriala, 3 training days, or 4, or do you want all 7?
Honestly, realistically, actually, here's a better question. I'm going to roll one of my disadvantages. Actually, I'm going to roll 2 of my disadvantages.
You failed.
Yeah, no, I'm taking all 7.
All right, 7 training days, no Lux for you. Webby.
Yeah, like I said, I am net neutral in terms of Lux, which is to say, from the Lux that was gathered earlier, I can donate 10 to Dr. Boy.
So, I know I'm going to spend at least one training day.
Okay.
I guess I'll just collect Lux for the rest of it, except when I'm, chatting with Lena.
Okay, that doesn't count for anything,
Okay.
so you can just do that. Alright, so let's see. For Webby. Okay. Wow, that's...
I will certainly be trying to help people find groups of Artless and sources of Lux, if that helps anyone else's rolls, Izzy.
It does not for this.
Okay.
Damn. I guess this makes sense because Webby has an innate Keyblade. Webby just got 39 Lux.
Score! I'm going to keep 6 of that so that my bangle is full. But
Alright,
you can
so-
use the other 33 to build the ship.
Okay.
Nice. All right.
Alright, you guys can just... I'm going to just put this in here as to what you guys earned. It's going in character.
Yeah, I'm keeping track of how much I've been given.
Okay. This is the total for your 1 week.
Perfect. All right. From what I've been told, I've been given, I am showing a total of 76 Lux available for the ship.
Then give more than that.
Yeah, you're getting a lot more than that.
Well, Coco didn't say how much he's given me yet.
You have 20 just from Muriela and Mute holding on to a bunch of Lux from before.
Yeah, so I have my 23. I have 10 from each of you, so that's 43. Then
You get 9 from me,
another 9. Okay, there we go. So we're at 85 then.
and then you get all the stuff from the week of training.
Oh wait, I thought that was what the contributions were.
No.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
That's an addition.
All right, hold on. So let me redo the math then. So 23 is my base plus 32. So
I just want to get this.
all right, so 55.
In terms of how... That's
72, 102.
It'll be nice.
You guys are gonna have a pretty nice ship.
So okay, so I'm getting because Webby said you're keeping 6, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I have 108 Lux then.
And
Okay.
I'm-
Okay. So Dr. Boy, you're gonna. I'm gonna do this now, so everybody can hear it. You head back to Disney Village. What amount of Lux are you putting in to, and what component are you requesting? Again,
So what were the components?
You can have weapons, shields, thrusters, wings, new cockpit, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Put-
how much?
All 100 into the thrusters. Clearly.
What would the Lux generate? Like the Lux like weapon systems? There should be under weapons, or would that be something else? Like the
Well,
Lux management
that would be
system?
things you modify once you get good cannons.
That would be what? You cut out.
You would buy weapons and then you would have to modify them with stuff afterwards.
All right,
merging
let's
magic
try
with them.
putting 25 into weapons and see what that does.
25 into weapons.
Yep. Brings me down to 83.
How much Lux do you think you have?
I'm showing I have 108.
I think you have more than that.
I don't think everyone gave the full amount of stuff that they got from.
Yeah, no, everyone
Disney.
gave their. Yeah, Webby didn't give the full amount.
Oh,
I also only gave you 10, not all 17.
I give you all of mine.
Yeah.
I put 15. Hey, I gave you 15 Lux already on a shield.
That is true.
I needed to recover some of the stuff that I spent already.
Yeah. So we know that 15 created a basic part. So I'm just gonna see.
Yep.
what
Okay,
it says.
25 is going to get you a Blizzara.
Lazarus. That's a second tier.
That is a second tier, yes.
Okay.
Unless you want a Fiera. I honestly don't care which one you take.
Bizarre's fine.
I mean, honestly, we will work out. But it is a second tier. That's all you need.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, what next?
So what will an upgraded cockpit do for me?
More power. More power, more HP, slower speed.
Slower speed. Okay.
Unless
I'm guessing every additional piece adds weight.
Most of them add weight, yeah. The bigger it is, the more weight it has. But also the more HP it would normally give. As per games.
Right. Alright, so I have enough left for 3 second tier parts. Plus a little left over. So... I'm assuming I can do, like, multiple weapon systems, multiple shields.
Oh, hell yeah. You can throw as many on there as you want.
Okay. Let's do... Let's do a 25 lux to thruster.
Okay. Thruster G. Level 2.
Okay. And now I'm debating throwing... I could throw...
Also, there's impact gummies.
There's what gummies?
Impact. Think grappler model spaceships from Outlaw Star, where like if something bumps into you, they take damage.
Okay. You know what? You know, always work on more later. I'm gonna put 50 lux into a cockpit.
Okay. That is a tier 3 cockpit.
I lost the word pit from somebody's sentence there.
That was my sentence.
No, I think it was the sentence before. I think it was Dan's sentence.
Alright, so yes, we have Lazara, a thruster G, and then a tier 3 cockpit.
I cannot spell the word cockpit. Okay. We will go over what all that means unless you want to throw a little bit more into something.
We can worry about that later.
Okay.
But I've got it on my sheet now.
Okay. So, all that being said, I think with that you guys are going to be heading to Manhattan after that, or is there another stop if you wanted to go?
What'd you say, Izzy?
You guys are heading to Manhattan after this, correct?
Yep.
That is the plan?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Just for the sake of stopping at an appropriate place, Muriala, please make me a spell check to actually open the portal to get there. Webby, lockpicking, Dr. Boy, piloting.
Okay.
Also, over this time, because we have the time, I'm restocking my gems, but that doesn't actually take major day time.
Nope, that's fine.
Fast by 5 on piloting.
Good. Webby, unlocking.
Oh, I'm unlocking something?
Well, this is to get you guys to Manhattan.
Oh. Pass by 0.
Okay. So you guys go through a portal, and as soon as you guys...
I guess I should probably put a point into that.
You probably should.
Instead of thrown weapon. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Since it's the same cost either way.
So, as you guys get through the portal, you notice that there is one very large world sitting in front of you guys. Muriala, important thing... Actually, no, never mind. You normally just get directly onto the planet's surface. So, this is a world of towering skyscrapers. The reflection from the sun is literally bouncing off of it at every angle, and it seems as though the entire world is just one gigantic city.
How big is it in comparison to Duckburg?
Have you ever seen Duckburg from outer space? That's what I thought.
I've seen it from the air.
Bigger.
Okay.
Hands down, bigger. As you guys look around, there are no other planets anywhere in the vicinity.
You broke up during
There are no other planets in the vicinity. There are no other worlds anywhere near it.
Interesting.
Curious.
And as you guys come in for a landing approach, you're going to notice a couple of things. First off, that there are these... perception checks from everybody, please. I will roll for Basil and for Coco. Basil passes.
Fail.
Coco, you crit. Well, not
Crit. failed or crit passed?
Oh, actually, it's a 5, so it's not. It's technically not a crit, but you succeeded by like 8.
I see really well.
Yeah.
Passed by 6.
So everybody, not Webby, who is loving the skyscrapers, like staring out of one of the portholes. The rest of you, notice.
I lost a lot of that, at least, Izzy.
It's okay. You rolled a 16.
Okay, good point.
The rest of us did too, though.
Oh, did you all? Hold on, I will rejoin because this is important. Okay, so as you guys come flying in, Dr. Boy, you notice that your sensors start going a little bit crazy. And looking around, it's as though a red circle appears around all your scanners, indicating that there is some kind of dogfight happening. And looking out around, you notice that part of the city is in ruins as these giant flying leviathan fish things are snaking between the buildings.
How the fuck did we get here in the middle of this?
Yay!
I had a feeling he was going to do this.
Also, over the comms, you hear unidentified craft. This is Steve Rogers. Please, what is your call sign?
Work!
Does Coco always get to the comms before everyone else?
Oh, absolutely, I do.
Oh, absolutely. He's faster than you all, and he's lucky.
I'm surprised he's not identifying himself as captain. But in any case,
how would I do that?
This is the low still air.
Yes, this is the lost still air.
Low still air as opposed to high wind. That's the joke.
Yes, the lost still air.
He's trying to make it sound more normal than it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's just be like, "Who is this? Are you a friend or a foe?"
Work.
We're not looking to cause any trouble.
As you're saying that, you're just going to hear over the comms. Don't worry, Captain. I can handle this. Hello, Dr. Boy. It's a pleasure to see you again. It's so nice to know that you've finally upgraded the ship we provided for you. Please dock at coordinates 87523.
Oh. Well, that plot thread came back.
And with that, I am going to leave it at that. For those of you who were in Dr. Boy's Session 0, do you remember who gave you that ship?
Yup.
And now
what was the guy's name?
Owen.
Owen?
Yep.
Wait.
Did he have a goatee?
He did not.
No.
Here, I'll show you a picture of him.
Oh,
He does not have a goatee.
damn it.
Let's.
Where's the picture posted?
It's going to be.
You know, suddenly everything about this ship makes 100% more sense.
Where's the picture?
In roll 20.
Is it, just to confirm, because I can't see it, is it a blonde dude in glasses?
Yes, with a crop top and a red tie.
Okay.
I don't actually know who this is.
Neither do I.
I do. I understand this world 100%.
Care to share with the
Rex,
class?
doesn't everything about this ship make more sense now?
I know I've seen this before, but I'm blanking.
Like, it
Someone
looks
please
familiar,
share.
but I have not a goddamn clue.
How many people, hold on, how many people actually know who the guy with the ponytail and the goatee is, other than me and Nick? So
Wait.
I do not.
Wait. I think I might know now.
I still have no idea.
You know,
When
how
you,
many of you know Nick's character inspiration?
Oh God, I know who it is now.
Yep, there you go.
I'm gonna assume.
And
it's
I know
something
who
to do
this
with
is now as
Cardinals.
well. God damn it.
I still don't know.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't really either.
Somebody tell me.
After
It'll be
game
funny for you to find out.
So Owen is just going.
I'm not sure I'm familiar with this media anyway, so I'm not sure it will be.
Gargoyles.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
It
Yeah.
will, if you haven't seen Gargoyles, so don't worry about it.
I don't remember any of it other than that it exists.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
So,
okay,
Owen is going to say, please, please, if you can, land at these coordinates at your earliest convenience. We are currently being overrun. If you would be in any way willing to assist us, It'd be greatly appreciated. And when you are done, my master would like to, I'm sure, have a few words with you for helping thwart this invasion.
We are on our way.
No, just Muriela, oh, hey, Owen, it's Muriela. We should definitely talk about that.
Ah, Mistress Muriala.
Nick, what
Mistress?
silly bullshit have you done in your background? I knew you were from this world. I didn't know you fucked up this hard from this world.
Actually, I'll leave you guys with this. Mistress Muriela, so good to see you again. Please, get in touch with Master Xanatos as soon as possible. He's flying around in the red and gold armor.
Huh.
Oh, I remember that name.
I guess he finished that.
I remember that name.
God damn it.
Wait,
So he
said
stole
red and
the
gold
Iron Man
armor?
suit
Yes.
and the time stone. He stole both of the things from the people that they belong. God damn, this is going to be a problem.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is going to be great.
And you know what? It's not going to matter, because it's all going to work out in his favor, no matter what the fuck we do.
Wait, that's where the fucking term Xanatos Gambit comes from?
Yes!
Yes!
The villain in Gargoyles.
And he always
You know the show is
succeeds.
good when they manage to name a trope after something.
Yeah,
A show is
literally,
good or very bad. One of the two.
anything Xanatos does works out in his favor, no matter what the fuck it is.
I'm actually really happy you guys ended up here. I didn't think you were getting here for another, 5 sessions. With that, I am calling session over. I think that gives you guys enough hype for next week.
This is gonna be a thing.
This is the session I have been waiting for since this started, by the way. You guys finally hit major plot points, figured out kind of what's going on, at least out of character, and this.
Can someone just draw a movie poster of this game? I want to see what it looks like.
I want to play this.
I wish I had art skills.
You
sometime.
are playing this!
No, I want a fucking Smash Bros version of this.
I don't have a video game of this, but I want art. I want someone to draw something from this game and it to look good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first off, I'm just gonna do this 4 XP to everybody because I enjoyed this session so much.
Woo!
So you're getting a 4 XP from me. All right, next up, the question. I almost think it's redundant at this point, but what did you learn? What do you want to know? And what did your character know? Rather specifically, let me rephrase that. What did your character learn? What did you, the player, learn that your character didn't learn? And what are you hoping to learn both in and out of character? All right, we're going to start this time with Dr. Boy. Wow, there's my crit for the day.
So, Dr. Boy. Well, let's see. We definitely finally got some information on the gummy ship, on how to on managing parts and all that stuff, which is nice. I learned so much that I can't possibly reiterate in a concise fashion that Dr. Boy has no idea about. And I really want to learn how exactly the deal with the devil that got us our ship is going to bite me in the ass.
It's going to be great. Owen's great.
Hold on, do you not know who Owen is?
No, I have not. I don't know anything about gargoyles.
Oh, no.
Okay, do you remember how Owen left the planet?
No, actually.
He just said, all right, thank you, put on a jetpack, flew up off into the upper atmosphere, and then a portal of darkness opened in front of him, and he went away.
That's right. Yeah, this is going to go terribly.
Oh no, it's
Okay.
even worse if you know who he actually is.
I know.
Okay, let's just move on.
Okay,
It's game late.
+1 for Dr. Boy. Next up, Webby.
Okay, so things I learned. Apparently, I've had Lena's heart this whole time. My character
Shipping.
learned that specifically. But All right, so I've taken a big step in getting Lena back. Now I just need to figure out what I need to do to get her heart and her basically out of the book somehow. So that's going to require some interesting research. And that's also what Webby is most interested in learning. Also still needs to figure out a way to track down Wilbur, but maybe this world will provide some options for that. Me the player? I mean, I learned all of this crazy Marvel shit that I didn't know before, so that's a thing.
Are you versed in Marvel?
Not very deeply.
Oh boy.
Alrighty.
Like, I understand the characters, but not much more than that.
This world's gonna be magical for you.
I'm sure it is.
Alright, +1, Webby. Next up, Muriala.
Alright, so what was the order again, Izzy?
Order doesn't matter.
Alright, so as a character, Muriel has learned a lot more about the nature of how things work, and way more about the Keyblade War, to the point where she is now very interested in what happened in this Keyblade War. Learned that Webby was carrying someone's heart, that hearts and hearts of the world have a similar mystical properties, which is very interesting. And it's good to be back in a place where she actually gets the respect that she deserves.
Lol.
Yep.
Face
Yeah,
palm.
I'm sure your boss respects you so much.
+1, Muriala.
I was gonna say, me the player, I mostly learned that Izzy did exactly what I was hoping he was gonna do.
What did you think I was going to do?
With Manhattan.
Oh. Yeah.
I was personally hoping that that was going to be a thing that happened as soon as I realized you were doing world crossovers.
And now, when you guys met Steve and Anthony, it makes so much more sense. And yet it doesn't at the same time.
Who the hell is Anthony?
But no, we can't tell them until we figure it out in character.
we can't tell him.
Alright, +1, Nick. Alright, next up is...
Or Sean. We can't tell Sean.
Basil.
Sean either.
What did you, the character, learn? What did you, the player, learn? What do you want to know?
I learned it's been a long day. I guess my character learned that Mocha isn't invulnerable, and there's more. It's not just.
It's not just fun.
I, as a player, learned that coming late to session, especially in one that sounds like it's been info heavy, can be really disorienting. Also, deer are assholes.
We have an upgraded ship. It'll be fine now.
Well,
No, I mean, driving home, there were like two that the car in front of me nearly hit.
Oh, fuck.
And I had to like brake suddenly to not hit them.
Yeah, are you okay?
I'm home now. I'm good.
Okay.
That is good.
That's good.
But I, as a player, learned that you're having a lot of fun pulling properties that really would have been interesting to include in the original Kingdom Hearts properties.
Well, they have the rights for them now.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's gonna be a Kingdom Hearts 4 at some point.
Well, I mean, like
gargoyles
gargoyles would have been fast.
Oh, yeah.
And what's the last question usually?
What do you want to know?
I want to know more about Mocha, honestly.
You don't want to know who Anthony is?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know who he's pretending to be in the first place, so I don't have anything to base any kind of curiosity on, so...
Neither of them are pretending
Maybe
to be
I'll watch-
anything
maybe
in the
I'll
book. They just don't know.
They're one hint. They're not pretending. Their names are their names.
Yep.
You all thought for the longest time that those weren't their real names.
The way you described them saying, "Hey, I guess you can call me this," made it sound like it wasn't their names.
Who the hell is this?
I'm probably
Dr.
just gonna
Steve?
have to go back and watch to actually know like who they are. Like
Yeah, you'll
I
you'll
have a
get
name.
it once
That's
you
it.
read
I don't
Yeah,
even know
you'll get
like
them
what
there.
they were talking to you
I'll be
guys
a nice
about.
guy.
I don't know where
We
you met
didn't
them.
talk to
I don't know
anything.
where you met these.
Izzy left for a few minutes, and we started discussing what we knew about one of them, and then we went, "Oh fuck, it's this," which means the other one is clearly this. God damn it!
It just all fell into place.
I'm gonna put it this way, Evan. Channel Basil's intelligence. It started with the joke that Steven was really Ultra Instinct Shaggy, and go from there.
Yes, that's actually true.
It actually, we if it makes you feel better in terms of, we figured this out basically right before you showed up. So if you can find where you
Okay.
arrived, listen to
Okay,
20 minutes before that.
can we
We
keep
definitely
moving
should
just
not
because
tell
it's
Sean.
almost 11:30?
All right, Mute. What did you? Your
Who out of character? Who Anthony and Steve are in character? That the Sanitos guy might have been the one that stole from them. As soon as I see Sanitos's face, which is going to be an interesting conversation, but based on whether or not I'm currently writing Coco, because my mental disadvantages means I'm far too trusting.
Oh my god, Xanax was talking to Mute.
Oh God.
Xanatos talking to half of this party leads to problems.
There's so many.
Let's
even with
see.
the observant, so many issues.
I want to figure out how to bring the people in the book out of the book, and we're getting so goddamn close that it's really that it is very frustrating.
Oh, I love
And yeah, that's basically it.
Sean, I'm going to tell you this one thing right now about your question, about what you want to know. You're asking the wrong question. Still. But we'll get back to that in a future session. Lastly, I believe, is Coco.
Oh boy. So, in character, I've learned that there's still a heart in our party that we need to figure out, because it doesn't belong to one of us, and I have suspicions.
I mean, I've also been.
Well,
wondering if
we
they're,
were
like-
at 7. Then we don't have Orions, so that's 6. But we have Webbies and the Heart of a World, so that's 8. So yeah, we're missing 1 still.
One missing heart, but that's private theories for now.
I originally thought they might have been.
Wait, I thought we
detecting-
had one.
Like, I thought they might have been detecting Orion's Heartless, but given that the connection seems to be less strong than I initially thought, especially now, that may not be the case.
Look, yeah, they
Other
are.
things I've learned in character. I am the healer of hearts. This is a title I'm taking.
Most huggable chocobo.
I am the most huggable chocobo. And clearly we've arrived at a cool world. I can't wait to talk to people who are very trustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
Out of character, oh Jesus Christ, where do I begin? From literally every realization, I can't. I literally just can't. It's just realizing the world we're on and the implications of that, and the fact that the Infinity Stones are here. One of them's probably powering the Death Star, and I think I know where the Mind Stone is, but I don't have a way to test that in character unless I decide to do something really weird shit. But other than that, that's just everything. And I hope to learn if I'm correct about where the Mind Stone is, and really just kind of want to see where the Xanatos stuff plays out. Because, oh Jesus Christ, that could go badly for us.
Oh,
That's gonna be great.
Just remember, for those of you who were in session 0A, if you were curious as to some things, you're just like, this wasn't in my backstory. I wonder, how this happened or how this got here. And now you know Owen was there.
Yeah. Oh, also, I want to see people react to people who don't know gargoyles. I'm really curious to see how you start reacting to some stuff.
There's a reason I knew I needed to get gargoyles in my backstory.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, +1. Okay, and now for the question. The question is very simple this week. Very easy. Very, how shall we say, blah, 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 blah. And it is as follows. Who is the least likely person to get pulled into a Xanatos gambit?
Least likely.
Least likely?
Least likely.
That's easy.
You said we can't vote for ourselves?
You cannot vote for yourselves.
Yeah, this is an easy
Least
question.
likely.
Oh, I gotta think about that.
No,
For once, I don't think John Cena is the correct answer.
That's true. John Cena's probably not the right answer here.
Really need to
Damn,
think
this
about
is hard.
Yeah, I need to think about this for a minute. I have to literally run through each party member now.
Like, even if I wanted, even if I could vote for myself, it would not be me.
See, if you think you're going to be the person who isn't going to become the pawn, you are going to end up the pawn based on how this works.
Absolutely.
I believe the true answer is none of us, but
If I have to choose one, this is the person.
yep.
Do they have to have been present for this session?
Yes, they have to have been present for this session.
So I can't pick Orion.
That would have been my guess, too.
I mean, if you guys want to vote Orion, I'm not going to stop you, I guess.
No, vote for somebody who is here.
Are we ready?
No.
Shockingly hard question. That is kind of easy.
It really is.
All right. I guess I'm ready. This one's really freaking hard.
Honestly, I thought this was one of the easiest ones.
Yeah.
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1.
Sean.
Xanatos.
Who didn't vote?
My only argument for Muriel would be you can't get pulled if you're already part of
Devin
one.
did vote.
Oh,
I feel like you're underestimating the Xanatos gambit.
Devin, did you vote?
I did, but it looks like it didn't go through. I put down
for?
Coco. Possibly
Yeah.
overlooked of intelligence, not.
So
Yeah.
it's a tie then.
More
Yeah, basically
importantly,
Coco
the
would
only
go
one
through.
would be sense motive high enough.
See, the thing is, I don't know a lot about Basil as the Great Mouse Detective. I haven't seen that movie since I was really little.
He's Sherlock Holmes. That's all you need to know.
But yeah, no, I know. I've seen like Sherlock in most modern interpretations, and my issue with like the obvious answer is it's Basil. He's the smartest one. He'd be able to avoid it. But my issue with that is that Sherlock Holmes would revel in getting involved in that kind of a twisted mess.
It is also the thing of
Like,
in the Great Mouse
He
Detective,
wouldn't be
the
a
first thing.
pawn.
Yeah,
No,
well,
he'd be
look.
a player, but it doesn't say
Exactly.
who would be a pawn. It says
So,
who would get pulled into.
The
He's
thing
the
is,
only one,
like, in the
my
first
opinion-
Great Mouse Detective, in the Great Mouse Detective, Ratigan placed him in like an early part of the movie, going off of, "Hey, I know how intelligent you are, and therefore I laid the trap that would be only found by you for being this intelligent." Like, he escapes it later, and it does that, but I believe Xanatos would follow up the same thing of like, "Hey, I know I'm dealing with someone intelligent, so therefore the trap is designed to make them think they figured it out."
But he's also like the only one I could see being able to play the game on that level to make like outwit Xanatos himself.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Everyone
that's
else-
but, like you see why I had so much trouble figuring this out, because it's like, yeah, he's the obvious one to be the person who might be able to actually outplay Xanatos in the game, but at the same time, that doesn't mean he's not getting pulled into it. So
Yeah, it's a
the problem
difficult
is that
question, and I really need to head out and go to bed.
Yeah,
It's
there's no
11:30.
winner for this. He can
Night,
play
people.
anyone. I honestly think he can play anyone. I wouldn't have even myself because Xanatos' real intelligence isn't even his intelligence; it's his social intelligence. It's his
Yep.
ability to figure people out.
Yeah.
And as long as he can figure you out, he can play you.
Mhm.
And
So
I
it
think
would-
he could.
the only way it would, so that's
There we
that's
go.
why I like kind of thought Orion, because like Okay, maybe the fact that Orion is lacking a heart will mess with Xanatos' ability to understand her.
No, but the nobodies have always displayed themselves to be still people that can be understood.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Xanatos doesn't have some supernatural power.
Again, I was trying to reach to figure out who here would be the most, who here would have the tools to actually most effectively avoid it, and it ended up it had to be Basil in my mind.
Yeah, same.
Yep.
I mean, what I was trying to say earlier before I lost connection was I'm pretty sure Izzy did specify who would be least likely to become a pawn in Xanatos Gambit, and you did say yourself that Basil would be.
Well, it says the question as he wrote it is who is the least likely person to get pulled into a Xanatos Gambit,
End up
being a pawn.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that I must have missed the parentheses at the end of it. That makes me feel a little bit stronger that it's Basil.
I mean, the only thing I can see for myself, I'm a bird.
Yeah.
Hard to read.
That was my logic. If he doesn't notice that you're an intelligent bird, then you might get overlooked, and he might say something around you that would.
I mean, if I knew not to trust him in character, I could play that angle. I definitely don't know not to trust. Like, definitely don't know that.
The only person who might warn anyone actually trusts him, so.
Because you're an idiot.
Yeah, he's great.
So, did you guys like this session?
Yeah, very much.
This transformed in ways I did not expect.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy
Okay,
this is finally.
so can we agree, out of character, we need to assemble the Infinity Gauntlet?
Oh, absolutely.
Please. And then we get a free wish spell at the cost of someone's life.
I'm actually going to put this in general right now. Actually, no, I'll put it in off topic. If anyone can figure out where the Infinity Stones are.
I already said I think I know where the Mind Stone is.
PM me.
I told you where I think that is, right? Is it?
You've told me you did send that one.
What?
You guys could figure out where more than half are. With the information you have right now. Just so you know.
Is the Heart of Tahiti the Soul Stone?
I would guess probably. Well,
I don't know.
That is a theory.
What color is it?
Green.
no, the Heart of Tahiti was blue, wasn't it?
I said the Soul Stone.
The Soul Stone was, I believe, orange?
Well, are you going with movie versions or are you going with comic versions?
That's a good question.
Ho 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 ho!
Because the comic Soul Stone is green.
Oh, well, I guess you'll have to wait and see.
I don't want to make sure I have it right. It's soul, mind, power, space, time, reality, right? For the stones.
Correct. Oh, I love the Infinity Gauntlet so much. I am now super excited.
Oh God, am I?
Soul, mind, power, space, time, reality.
Said I think I know where two of them. Actually, I'm gonna go with three of them.
I have strong suspicions about where two of them are, maybe three.
I mean, I'm pretty sure one of them is pretty obvious. Actually, there's a few of these that are pretty obvious in my opinion, but then again, I'm the one who wrote this, so...
Clearly the Power Stone is powering the Death Star.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's almost certainly it.
I mean...
Soul is the biggest question for me.
I mean, could it be the hardest?
Isn't Soul the biggest question in terms of what it does? Like, it's the biggest question in any situation involving the
I mean, again, are you going by...
But what is not a question, though, is what does it cost?
Again, are you going by movies or comics here? Because
Everything. No, it costs everything.
they're much more defined in the comic books about what they do. Or am I too big? Or am I being too big a comic book nerd for this situation?
I'll give it to you. I have not read the comics. I will tell you that much.
Okay, so you're going by movie versions.
I'm going by movies, and again, as you guys have seen, not everything is perfectly the way it's supposed to be.
But we can confirm that the Soul Stone indeed costs everything.
I can't confirm or deny that.
I don't know what that means.
It's a meme.
It's the Thanos meme.
I mean, I could say out loud where I think the Mind Stone is.
I mean, if you guys want to share theories, you can. I think it's better if you could say I called it later on after reveals.
I mean, the only one I'll ask is, where do you guys think where's Xanatos keeping the Time Stone?
Why are we so sure he's time?
He took Doctor Strange's stuff.
I'm gonna chuckle a little to myself.
Unless we're really
I love how you're focusing on details. You're focusing on the wrong details from what happened in this session.
Clearly one of the stones is Webby's bracelet.
Clearly.
I can't confirm or deny anything.
Alright, I'm sending you my guess, Izzy. My guess is probably wrong in most cases, but...
I can't confirm or deny any of these.
I know, you're not going to confirm or deny anything. I'm just telling you my guesses.
Nick, do you agree with me on the Mind Stone? Yes or no?
I think it has potential, but I suspect that's not where it actually is.
I do think that's the start to find it, at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so looking forward to next session now. I was a little worried because I didn't know where you guys were going this session, but now I'm really looking forward to the next one.
I have 10 points to spend again.
I'm back down to...
Izzy, I was so ready to buy Lena as a sidekick in the middle of this session.
Will, I can't make it that easy for you.
I was like, oh, I'm going to build her. It's going to be great. Okay, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this.
So now we have Infinity Stones to locate and a prophecy to interpret. Yay, puzzles.
Yeah, you guys haven't done anything with that puzzle.
Well, the Infinity Stones change some things with that puzzle.
Let's see. Yes, you are the lost ones. You have lost your family and friends. Some of you have lost your dignity and honor. I'd go as far as say that you have all lost your way. But that's not the worst of it. One of you has lost their dreams. Another has lost their soul. Another has lost their heart. Another has lost their body. Another has lost their mind. Another has lost their past. And the last among you has lost their future. So many things lost, and only by working together against the machinations of the universe can some of these be found once again.
I'm bad at interpreting prophecies.
I mean, once again, the only is Orion.
Well, we know now that Orion's lost her heart.
Yeah, that one is certain.
Like, that's locked in stone.
The rest are all questionable.
Do.
I mean, I lost my way home.
Yep, so did we all.
Yeah, well, that was...
No, I know exactly what the way home is, and I'm not taking it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I also have the way to Muriel's home, apparently.
No, you know the spell to do it. Do you want to learn Magic Webby? Because Muriel is not casting that spell for anyone.
I don't know, I think... Like, part of me, The thing
Remember
is,
what
I
Uncle
don't know if I
Scrooge
still need to
said.
track down Magica or not.
Remember what Uncle Scrooge said.
Yeah, magic is a shortcut.
Yep. Just believe in yourself and the power of heart.
The power of your heart.
Well, no, it's not that. It's hard work. Magic is a shortcut for hard work.
Magic takes a lot of hard work.
Well, Scrooge would argue otherwise.
Oh, Scrooge McDuck.
Oh, boy.
Wonder where he is.
Obviously in Scotland.
Obviously.
I asked this in off topic. What do you think would happen if Scrooge McDuck went up against Xanatos?
Xanatos would probably still outplay him.
You think?
I feel like Scrooge would wind up with a lot of money, but that wouldn't probably have been Xanatos' goal.
Yeah, Xanatos probably wouldn't have wanted money. Xanatos would have made a plan, and Scrooge would have thought he came out on top, but Scrooge coming out on top furthers something Xanatos was trying to do elsewhere.
I mean, Scrooge is clever, but Scrooge is also a blunt instrument with specific objectives.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's not much
Fair enough.
subtle.
Xanatos' whole thing is he has plans within plans within plans within contingencies, and his actual goals are near inscrutable. He's honestly one of the most compelling to put to, like, the media.
I'm hoping I do him justice.
It's going to be tricky, but I believe in you, Izzy.
I mean, I already know what his motivations and goals are. Like, I'm not sure if you guys will like or dislike it.
Oh, I'm going to love it. It's
I don't know. He's been everything from good guy to bad guy to anti-hero.
Oh,
he can play any hat.
It sounds like he's just a complicated character.
He's a very complicated character.
Yep.
Like, he's one of the most memorable things in Royals.
Yes. He is great.
Maybe I should actually watch that series then.
Oh my god, Gargoyles is so good.
Gargoyles is worth it. You can watch the Goliath Chronicles season 3. It's not as good as the first 2 seasons, but it is still very good.
You mean Goliath and the cop go on an adventure around the world?
I mean, it's
Gargoyles buddy cop.
Pretty much. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. There's just it's a bit of a letdown compared to the rest of the show.
Yeah, because the Gargoyles is so
like. Will, if you want to have like a sneak peek, go to YouTube, type in Gargoyles-Owen.
Oh, but he'll probably see the big spoiler.
That is the big spoiler.
Don't spoil Owen if you don't.
Yeah, don't spoil Owen. It's gonna be so good when that comes out.
Oh my god, I hate.
Especially considering what other characters we're likely to meet, given the crossover that's happening.
Oh god, I hate knowing it out of character, but having no way to know it in character.
There is, like, no reason any of us would know it in character.
I know, but it makes it worse. Oh god, this is why you're a satyr, isn't it? Oh no. Oh no.
Also, I might just keep this over your head, Wex. Like, it might not happen next session.
No, but then it's just playing into his plan.
Whose plan?
Yes.
Both.
My plan to give Izzy interesting things?
No.
You all gave me so much to work with. I'm so happy.
We did. That was an important part of the goal for this game, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Can I be a mount for the Hulk?
What's your base lift?
It is quite high, sir.
Is it like 500 pounds high?
I hate you all.
Yeah.
Chocobos do march into battle wearing full armor with fully armored knights on them.
Did you miss the part where I poured 50 points into being stronger at lifting and carrying things?
Yeah.
I effectively have a 29 strength to carry people around.
Alright, I guess I might as well just start prepping this with people.
Actually, it's more likely, oh, Captain America, you need to...
Yeah, like Chocobos are war horses.
Yep.
Let's see.
Captain America needs to ride me now.
Yeah. I
There,
want to see this.
there. Alright, let's see. These guys are here. These guys are here. Where's the other one?
Yeah, Hulk actually might be too heavy for me. Hulk is really heavy.
Hulk is huge.
She's here. Actually, no, she would not be.
Also, Hulk would leap off my back and from the jump.
No, actually, what I want to see is Hulk wielding a Keyblade.
I don't, actually. Hulk
If I
is
meet the
one-
Hulk, I'm giving him the Keyblade.
Do I have an opportunity to give no name to an Avenger?
I think you do.
Give it to Captain America.
I'm thinking about it.
He may be worthy.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, do we get to all try to lift Thor's hammer?
You can try.
Oh no.
You gonna try to lift Thor's hammer?
This is not gonna end well.
Alright. Question for the end of next session. Which character is most likely to successfully lift Thor's hammer?
None of us. None of us are.
No.
Coco.
There's one among us, but we can never summon him.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
John Cena.
John Cena appears from the ether and just lifts the hammer for a second before disappearing.
Yep. That's how that
You could
works.
do-
He is truly the strongest among us.
Oh boy.
If I can't hit you with the hammer, I'll just hit the hammer with you!
Yeah.
Don't even joke. Red Hulk has done this.
I think that's everybody I need to
Actually?
prep for next time.
So first, yes, there's a Red Hulk. Yes, it's a.
Oh no, I remember Red Hulk exists. I just didn't realize he actually did that.
Red
No,
Hulk.
he didn't lift the hammer. He lifted Thor holding the hammer and used Thor's arm to beat himself with his own hammer.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
I mean, the Red Hulk is more of a strategist because he's got military training.
Yeah, he is.
He's also a dick.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh
is.
yeah, he's Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah. He's the guy
I
who was
thought Red
hunting-
Hulk was basically like kind of beyond the pale anger. Like
No,
Grey
he's
Hulk
just-
was having a
no,
measure of
Red Hulk
intelligence.
Red Hulk is not Banner.
Yeah, Red Hulk is a different guy.
Oh,
He's a different character altogether.
Yeah, Red Hulk is different. They also added Blue Hulk for a kids show, which I think they named him
that-
A-Bomb.
Well, oh, you mean Abel?
Are there 7 Hulks? Can we complete the rainbow?
Then there's
Oh,
She-Hulk.
you don't even.
Is
know how
she
many
funny
Hulks.
colored?
She-Hulk is
Okay.
green. She-Hulk is her cousin.
Damn.
There's Hulk. There's Red Hulk. There's A-Bomb. There is She-Hulk. There's Red She-Hulk. There's
What?
Scar.
Scar Smash!
Hulk.
No, Scar Slash!
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
no,
Paul, stop
Izzy.
it
All
with that
those were
attack.
real characters. Also, I've watched that show too.
Yes, I have.
aren't there like 2 versions of Grey Hulk? One who's like a mob boss, and the other that's just like if Banner could actually talk through the
No,
whole.
it's the same thing. No, Grey Hulk or Joe Fixit is just one of his personalities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just remember it being the one that was actually intelligent enough to function.
He's
Outside of just-
he's basically just mobster Hulk. He doesn't really have Banner's like genius, but he is intelligent and is cunning.
So he's
Also-
Kingpin?
More ruthless than Kingpin, not as big picture.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, Banner has a ton of personalities in his brain. Like, they bring out like a new personality every years. Like, for example, World War Hulk is a different technically than either Savage Hulk or Grey Hulk.
Oh, World War Hulk was really interesting.
World War Hulk is so good.
I don't like
World War
how
Hulk.
like he learns to be a leader until things go wrong again. Which wait, no, I'm thinking Planet Hulk. I still need to read World War Hulk.
World War Hulk's not as good as Planet Hulk, basically,
I might be misremembering which Hulk was which. Was World War Hulk the one where he was in like the gladiator thing? And...
Yes.
Oh, no, that was
Yes.
probably Canon Hulk.
No, that's the same Hulk. Yeah.
Okay.
World War Hulk's one of my favorites because he actually is.
Because he's what?
World War Hulk is not dumb. He is intelligent. Like he has a brain. He can say speech. He doesn't have to speak third person. He's also the angriest Hulk, and almost broke the planet in half.
Yeah, for good reason.
Yeah, no, he had a lot.
All right, I think this is a good spot to end the recording.
Oh God, I need to go to bed so badly.
Say goodnight, everybody. Till next time. This was Kingdom Hearts RPG Death by Waking session. What the hell was this? 14.
Yeah, that's a lot of sessions.
And no sign of.
I feel like we've barely gotten going now.
Yeah. You guys did all your side plots first. Well, most of them. There are still plenty of side plots, but you did a lot of them early on.
We kind of just blunder our way into adventure.
We're playing Mass Effect 2.
My favorite one.
It was a really good game.
Some people hate that game. I think they're wrong.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.